time. And also talk to your mother to stop rubbing shoulder with your father. Because two captains cannot stay in one ship. Okay? Any other question?
No, sister. Thank you. Yes, sister.
Chinanya, what is wrong with this girl? Where is the food I asked you to bring? Chinanya!
Papa?
Where is the food I asked you to bring?
Food.
Listen, food. What do you mean food?
Papa, there is no food.
But I saw you cooking in the kitchen a while ago. What happened to the food you were cooking there? Go and get me food. Let me eat. I'm hungry. And I'm getting late to where I'm going to.
Papa, I said there is no food. If you're hungry, go to the kitchen and prepare something for yourself. As you can see, I'm going to see my boyfriend.
Look at Nanya. If you move an inch, I break your head. Will you come back? Are you mad? Let's go and get me food to eat.
Mama! Mama!
Want to call the police?
Chile,
Mama.
I thought you said you were going out.
I was about going out. Then when I came outside there, Papa said I should go to the kitchen and get him food. I told him there is no food. And that if he's hungry, he should go to the kitchen and prepare something for himself. He said if I leave it, that he will kill me or use this stick and break my head.
Romanus, is that true?
If it is true.
Yes.
I asked my daughter to give me food to eat and she has the guts to tell me that I should enter the kitchen and cook before I should eat. And you're asking me if it is true.
Yes. If you are hungry, you get into that kitchen, prepare whatever that pleases you and eat. Eh? Or did you not tell him you're going out?
Mama, I told him. He said if I move an inch, he will kill me.
Go to wherever you're going. Or you're not going again.
Mama, bye-bye.
Go. What's that supposed to mean?
Agnes, look at the type of training you are giving the children. Continue. The thing is leading them to a direct doom. Very big doom. And by the time you and them realize it, it will be too late to come out. There is no problem. Go ahead. We'll see. Go ahead. Go ahead and support them with it.
What is the issue? Mama, good afternoon. I overheard Papa shouting. What's the problem?
Chineye told him she was going out. And he asked her to go and cook for him. I told him to enter the kitchen and cook whatever he wants to cook. That's it though.
Just that.
Just that.
Is that why he's barking like a dog?
If Papa is hungry, he should enter the kitchen and make food for himself now.
Oh.
Should this one cause issue again?
What kind of thing is that?
Mommy, I'm
What's wrong
tired.
with the children? Ifunanya! What is this?
Mom.
Take this in. Are these not your father's clothes I asked you to wash since?
I forgot to wash them.
You forgot to wash them? Clap for yourself. Have you ever forgotten to eat food in this house?
No, ma.
But you forget to wash clothes. Let me tell you. Let this be the first and the last time ever in this house that I will send you on an errand and you tell me you forgot. I will skin you alive. Come on, go and wash them.
Okay, ma.
No to order. You forgot. Do I blame you?
You are not ashamed to ask me to give you money for food. A man that is useless to you. Huh? I don't have money to give you. Even if I have money, I will never give you any dime. I will not.
Look, Romans, I am sick and tired of this marriage. Why is it that each time I ask you for money for food, you will change into a lion? If you don't change, I will take my children and leave this your house and you will never see them again. I'm not playing.
Let me tell you, you are the person that needs to change. And if you don't change, and I think otherwise, you will regret ever being married to this family.
Eh?
I have told you.
You lie. I said you lie. You lie. Try it. Try it and see if I will not set this house ablaze. Give me money for food. He will become a lion. After he will tell me he's the man of the house.
Good wife will unite her family. Unite her family. Bad wife will scatter her family. Good wife will unite her family. Unite her family. Bad wife will scatter her family. You want scatter your family, mama. Unite her family. Mama, unite your family. When you see
Nine. What is it? You look so worried.
Yes, I am worried. A lot of people are owing me and they are not making any effort to pay. We've not paid our daughter's school fees. And we have so many things to do with money.
Nani, please. I want you to do something for me. Stop being worried. Those that are owing you will still pay you.
Amen.
I have some money I can give to you. I don't know whether I can solve one or two problems.
Hey, my dear, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm happy for you. What will I do without you? Thank you. You can see that I'm happy now.
I'm happy that you're happy now. Just don't worry. Oh? Everything will be fine. This problem will come to an end.
Thank you very much.
You know? I swear. Oh? Namuku.
Happy.
It's okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hi.
Jovita.
Anguli, where are you coming from?
I went to see a friend, and you?
I went to market to get foodstuffs for my mom.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you. Anguli, please wait. Anguli,
Yeah?
just take a good look at yourself. Do you even look at the mirror before coming out? Oh, I'm so ashamed of myself for you. Look at the kind of things you're putting on. As a lady, you're not supposed to put on this kind of dress. Do you even know that you're almost naked? See all your body, you exposed every part of your body.
My dear, it's okay. Don't worry, okay? I like it. It's my choice. You know I like dressing like this. Our choice must not be the same. You have your life to live, and I have mine to live.
Did I just hear you say your choice? My dear, this your choice is not good at all. As a lady, you're supposed to be decent. You're supposed to dress decent. Do you even think of getting married in future? Please, this your dressing is not good at all. I don't like it. But wait, let me ask you. Is this the reason why I didn't see you in a Bible class today? At least, our Reverend Sister Lodi would have lectured you on the dress you're supposed to put on as a lady.
Hey! What is your problem? Eh? What have I done to you this hot afternoon? What is it? At first, it was my dressing. Just check me out. Instead of you to appreciate the good handwork of God upon my life, like upon my soul, you're saying what I don't understand. And now, it's that I did not come to Bible class to see your reverend sister. Did I tell you that I want to become a reverend sister? And you can't see where why sister.
Please, my dear friend, look
Nobody's talking about you becoming a reverend sister, but I'm just giving you a piece of advice as a friend. If you like, you listen. If you like, you leave it. I'm just advising you as a friend. Because as a lady you are, you'll get married tomorrow. It's okay, just hold it there. I am suppressing my anger because you're my friend. What is your problem? Oh, Sister Jovita, thank you. Today, you look good. Because sometimes the way you dress makes me get ashamed of you. Seriously. Because you used to dress like my great-grandmother during her youthful days. You really have to tell me your problem. Your problem is jealousy. It is jealousy. You just look at her. Oh God. I'm just ashamed of myself because of you. Awole, please, it's better you amend your ways, change your ways, because at last you're going to cry. I don't blame you. Did I even say anything wrong? I'm just advising her as a friend. Nonsense.
Agnes, I have been waiting for the past 10 minutes. What is happening? Where are the children I asked you to call for me?
Why do you want to see them? Tell me why you want to see the children and I will call them for you.
You want me to tell you why and what I want to tell them before you go and call them for me?
Oh, Romanus, this is one thing you do that I don't like. Why are you making it look like a big thing? Eh? Tell me the reason you want to see them and I'll call them. Or I will leave you here and go and rest.
If you don't want to call them, I will go and call them by myself.
Go and call them yourself. Let me know if they will answer you.
Ah, okay. Alright. No problem. I want to see all of them so we can discuss on the way forward for the family. How I am going to settle them.
You want to settle them?
Yes.
With money?
Whatever, anyhow. Anything. Yeah. Whatever.
Romanus. You would have told me these things since. You were just going back and forth. Eh? Nkechi! Come with your siblings, so. Instead of you to just say it.
Mama, I want to go to.
No, your father wants to talk to her. Where's Chimezie?
Mezie. What is it?
Romani, your children are here. Now come and sit down.
I'm not blind. I have seen them. Nkechi.
Yeah?
Agatha.
Papa.
Alan.
Papa.
Chimezie. Chinanye.
Papa.
I called all of you to talk to you as my children. The way and manner you behave in this family is unacceptable to me. That is because you side your mother in whatever she says. I've not seen a progressive family where the man of the house will issue an order. Then the woman that calls herself the mother will change it to suit her purpose. And the children will support her. If you want to understand what I am talking about, you go to the Bible. Read Ephesians chapter 5. It teaches about husband and wife. Or read chapter 6 that teaches about children and their parents. Then you will understand. The most painful thing to me is that I told Chinenye, my last daughter, to give me food to eat. The food which I bought with my own money. And she asked me to go to the kitchen and cook if I must eat.
Papa, please. If you have something to say, you say it now. Eh? Why are you going round and round? You be the driver.
Will you shut up, Chineze? You are telling me that I've not made any point in what I'm saying?
Exactly my point. You've not made any points here.
Papa, he's trying to say that you're beating around the bush.
Yes, sir.
You're talking too much. Hit the hammer on the head of the nail. Let's understand where you're going. What's all this?
Alright, no problem. No problem, don't worry. I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but I want all of you to think and tell me what you want to do, so that I will find a way to sponsor you, settle you. Those of you that passed the JAM, we prepare to enter the university. Those of you who failed JAM, we plan a retake. I will run around and make provisions for your school fees. And so that's all for now.
Mama Biko, before he called, I was about going out to go and see somebody, please. Bye-bye.
Sister, bye-bye.
Take care of yourself.
You get your body.
Sweet sister.
Wait, Romanos. Wait, is that all? Is that why you called? Is that why you called for this meeting? I thought you had something better to say.
Oh, something better than what I've said.
Amabiko, when you're ready to share the money,
Mom.
share the money.
I was watching her.
You can waste time. So just sit down. This is why you called for this meeting.
To you, I made no point.
Because
Way forward for our children. Hey! What am I doing?
Gathering together unto thee. We are gathering together unto thy Lord shall the gathering of his people. We are gathering together unto thee, unto thy Lord. We are gathering together unto thy Lord. We are gathering together unto Jesus, unto the Lord shall the gathering of his people be. We are gathering together unto thee.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Basi, read Ephesians chapter 6 verse 1 to 2.
Ephesians chapter
6 verse 1 to 2. Francis 1 to 2.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise.
You've all heard it. It is not my words, but the words of God. That you children should respect and be obedient to your parents and your elders, so that you will live long on this earth. Your mother here is doing the role of a mother in this house. Ephesians chapter 5 also say that. It's left for you children, those that have ear, let them hear, so that there will be peace in your family. It's for your interest. And God will bless us in Jesus' name.
Amen.
One more thing. Basil, I want you to listen and listen attentively. Thank God you finished your university and you'll be serving in Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is a very large city. So many women. We have the good, the bad, and the ugly. You have to be very careful. I know where you came from. Don't let any temptation come closer to you. And if it does, never be a victim of it. Do you understand me? Remember where you come from. Remember your upbringing. And God will bless us in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you, Papa. Mama. I will not disappoint you. I will always be a good child.
Thank you very much. Ifunanya.
Yes, Papa.
Jovita.
Yes, Papa.
I want you to behave like your brother. throughout his years in the university, he never misbehaved. He never joined cult. And I want you to behave like him in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you, Father.
Nani, I thank you very much for your advice. As a mother of this house, I promise to make sure that everything in this house is in order. That everybody is well taken care of. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
You can see that you have a very good wife.
Yes,
and I have a lovely wife.
But I wish I would marry a wife and as good and humble like Mama.
And how I wish I would marry a man as caring as Papa.
Go away.
Which one? Wait, just a minute, let me tell you something. You see, your mother is a woman I will marry again and again and again
and again and again and again.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Hey, Papa. What about the wristwatch you promised to buy for me?
I told you I will buy it next week. Why are you asking of it now?
Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, Papa, I would like it to be gold wristwatch. Gold wristwatch.
Good what?
Gold wristwatch.
Why?
Because my friends at school, they are making mockery of me. Because I don't wear gold wristwatch like them.
If I come, let me tell you something. I don't want to hear this from your mouth again. Did I send you to school to go and show good wristwatch or how fashionable you are or to read their books? That girl that told you about her good wristwatch, do you know what she does for a living? If she goes after men, I don't want to hear that from your mouth again. Go to your school and read their books and come out with flying colors. Understand? That's better.
I'll do exactly as you said.
It's okay.
Papa is important, Mama is important, in family, Papa is, do not neglect any of your parents.
Pops man. Me, Pops man.
Papa, why are you...
What is your problem?
What is wrong with you now? Pops man is the same thing as calling you Papa. You have to get used to modern facilities.
Chimeze, look at yourself. So this is the level you have reduced yourself. You are now drinking beer and smoking cigarettes in my own house.
Is it someone else?
Chimeze, what do you want to do with your life? Your mates are entering the university, pressing for better life and brighter future. You are here messing up with your own life. Chimeze, I did not go to school, and I want you and your siblings, all my children, to go to school so that you become useful to yourselves. But you all said no because your mother is telling you what to do. Go and rewrite your JAMB and gain admission into the university.
For and how many times? I've written JAMB for 5 times. You want me to go and write? Did I come?
Even if you write it 100 times until you get admission, so that you go to school and become a graduate.
I saw no. You're just disturbing me. Which one is right JAMB? Did I come this word to write JAMB? For 5 times now, you're telling me to go and write again.
Chimeze, so many people wrote JAMB 10 times before they secure admission. You must write JAMB and become useful to yourself. Look at it now. You are sharing beer with your mother.
She knows what's up.
You drink and your mother will drink from the same bottle. And let her smoke cigarette too now. Chimeze, let me remind you what I told you some time ago. You think your mother is leading you the right way, But by the time you come to realize the dungeon into which she is driving you, you will be sorry for yourself, because by then it would have been late. It would have been late. And you, woman, go ahead and spoil him. By the time you finish, you will realize what you have done. You will realize what you have done to your own son. That's your portion. Go ahead. You will see.
What did he even say?
Mama, I don't understand though. Eh? I should go and ride jump. How many times will I ride jump in this house? More than 5 times now. Eh? Did I come to this world to ride jump?
Forget him. Forget him. See, this your father's insult in this house is too much. It's getting too much.
Very, very much, oh. Eh?
For what now?
But the thing is, what are we going to do? What will I do?
Well, you will go to the city and learn trade.
Wait, come again. I'll go to the city and learn trade.
No.
Mama, are you the one saying this? How can I just go to the city to learn trade? Do I know anybody in the city that I'll learn trade from?
Monsieur, I know people. Your mother is connected. Don't want to connect.
Mama, the mama.
I will bring someone who will take you to the city to teach you how to trade.
Mama, are you for real?
Honestly, I will. See, when you get to that city, you have to try your best. Young boys like you call it hustling. Exactly. You will hustle and make it. Come back with money. As far as I'm concerned, though, for me, Ocha-acha, sibute. Okaraka, sibute. Ocha-kuracha, sibute.
Mama, you've said it all. I love that word. Ocha-acha, bute. Ocha-kwanacha, sibute. That is at all, na in bad pass. Mama the mama, I love it. Ocha-lacha, mabutia. Ocha-kwanacha, butia. Leave it for me. I'll learn trade now.
Succeed. Do not neglect any of your parents, because you need their devices to succeed. Nkita wanyizuru, onata kwa. Mwata mwifene no one meka nanya horia. Cool down, listen and behave yourself. Cause your papa, na him marry your mama. Cool down, listen.
Good day, sir.
My dear, how are you?
I'm fine. Please, who are you looking for?
I'm looking for Jovita. Is she around?
Jovita? Please, is she aware that you're coming?
Not really, but there's something important I want to discuss with her.
She just came back from school and she's sleeping. Well, let me check if she's awake.
Okay, thank you.
She's coming.
Alright, thank you.
What?
Jovita.
What are you doing here? How many times have I wanted you not to come to my place that my parents doesn't like it? Why won't you let me be for crying out loud? Oh, wait a minute. How do you find your way to this place?
Jovita, why are you doing this to me? You know I love you so much. See, I'm not here for friendship. Okay, I'm here to marry you. I want to marry you. Please.
How can you be talking about marrying a girl whom you know nothing about?
Jovita, see, I've asked almost everybody in this village, and they keep saying that you're a good girl. In fact, that your parents that they are nice people. Please, accept to marry me, please. I beg of you.
You know I'm still in school. And before I talk of settling down, I have to finish my school first.
Okay. You know what? No problem. No problem. I will wait. I will wait until you're done with your school things and all that. I will wait. Okay? Please.
No problem. If you say so, I'll discuss with my parents. Once they comes back, then I'll get back to you.
Okay. Okay, I will be glad if you do that for me, please.
Right, no problem.
One more thing. Please, my dear, take this number yourself something, okay?
No, thank you.
Why? It's from my heart, though.
I know, but it's not yet time for this.
Okay. Problem, if you say so.
Yeah.
You're really a nice girl.
Thank you.
Alright. I have to be on my way now. Alright, now, take care.
Alright.
Yeah.
Bye.
Never. Bye.
Naya, just go and put me water to bed.
Chimezie, what is holding you in there?
I'm coming. I'm trying to organize myself. I was trying to keep my shoes. Sorry, no. You said you want us to discuss something.
Yes. I want us to talk about something very important.
I'm all ears now. Let's talk about it.
The day after tomorrow, you're following your Oga to the city to learn the trade. Okay?
That's true.
Good. When you get there, I want you to be very humble. Open your eyes. Whatever that is going on there, make sure you know. There's a way other boys do. Forget this thing your father is saying. He's just boasting, empty promises. He will do this, he will do that. It's a lie. We are poor, we are poor. You see all these things you're seeing? Past glory. I get that before, not the property. So when you get there, be saving small money. You can actually be bringing them to me, let me say. So that at the end of your stay with him, if your Oga settles you with some money, you will add that one you have saved to the one he gave you. You understand me?
Very well, very well.
So that it will be enough.
Very well, very well, very well. I understand you, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Good.
That's exactly what I will do.
Good.
Mama the mama, you have a very big point.
I'm a very wise woman.
Mama, we're a street cred. You thought I was joking when I said that. Okay. Next tomorrow, here I come. All right.
Some people don't want to fight, not to talk of change. This time woman, I never see them before. This time woman, I never see them before. No remorse, no. They don't want to know.
Who could come to my compound with a car that has these marks? Ifunanya! Jovita! Ifunanya!
Papa, welcome, sir.
Who came to my compound with a car?
This is Jovita's visitor.
Jovita's visitor? A man or a woman?
A man.
A man? What does he want?
I don't know, but Sister didn't allow me inside the house.
Where is Jovita?
Inside the house.
Jovita! Jovita!
Papa, you're back.
Who was the man that came here looking for you?
Papa, just take it easy now. You know you just came back. Come, let's go inside the house. After everything, I'll explain who the person is.
But I should take it easy. With all these smiles.
Papa, stop, please. Let's go. Let's go. Papa, let's go inside now.
I don't understand. All these smiles. Let's go inside.
Oh, please, let's go inside.
It's okay. Papa.
About 3 weeks now, Papa.
And he's talking of marriage.
Yes, Papa.
Didn't you tell him you're still in school?
Mama, I did, but he said he's ready to wait for me.
What does he do for a living?
How do you expect me to know what he does when I don't even give him attention? The reason he insists on marrying me is because he asked people about me and they said I'm a good girl. I'm from a well-respected family.
He told you that?
Yes, Mama, he did.
Next time he comes again in my absence, tell him I would like to see him.
Okay, Papa.
Nani, I thought you would have asked Jovita if he likes the man or not.
It's okay, let me see the man in question first.
If you so wish. Banana. Nine.
How are you?
You're back!
Are you serious? When did you come back? When? Oh my god! I hope you got something for your girl. Don't worry, I'm going to make you happy as always. But listen, promise to keep so much money for me. You know me now, I like money. Jolly Joe! Okay, I'm here with my mother. I hope you got something for her too. No problem. I'm coming to make you happy as always. You know me, I like money. Just enough for me, myself and my mother. It's alright. I'll see you. Bye. Hey, Mama, Joe's back.
You're too much. You are so coded. Immediately I tapped you, you keyed into it.
Mama, you know me now.
You're well coded.
I'm a smart babe.
I know.
Oh. Don't worry, I'm going right there. So gather the whole money. I love money.
Me too.
We love money. Like mother, like daughter.
Go.
I'm coming.
ATM, Mom. She's my ATM. Eh?
Yes.
You mean that boy gave me this money?
This is just the beginning. He said I should tell you to relax. He will still spoil you with money. He has so much money now.
He is such a nice person.
I'm telling you.
Hey, see, whenever he calls you, just go and answer him. No disappointments.
Even when I'm not free?
You have to make out time for him. Oh.
Mama, is that how much you love money?
This is not easy. Make sure you don't disappoint him.
I understand. Well, Mama, let's exchange because I see how much you love money. Does it mean he has been standing there listening to all our discussions?
That's his business.
That's his business. And no one tells me how to live my life. Mama, see you. He even gave me some biscuits, so...
Wow.
He's so nice.
He is.
When you people inside,
okay. Huh? Let me keep this for us.
Mama? Nakwagega.
Anyengia.
Mama, I'll be inside.
Welcome, my darling. Who else was that?
Father, I have a problem. In fact, I have problems in my family. Okay. That is why I came to you to seek spiritual advice. Father, my problem is my wife. My wife parades herself as the man of the house. If I tell her what to do, she will not take my opinion. She is training our children in a way that will lead them to misery at the last. If I talk, she will not accept. Father, she turned my children against me. All my children, she turned them all against me. The worst is that she turned all my daughters, 4 of them, into prostitutes.
Holy Jesus.
Father, these girls leave the house at will and come back when they desire. They can even come out after midnight. Men can come in anytime in my house and carry them out because that's what their mother wants. She loves these girls to go out and bring money, buy things for her to eat. She's eating money and then destroying the lives of these children. Do you know the worst?
No.
The one that makes me shed tears is my only son, Chimezie. Chimezie, whose mates are in the universities. She bundled him to a city I don't know, to a man I don't know, as an apprentice, without my permission. Father, my heart is aching, and it pains. That's why I came.
Well, Brother Romanus.
Father.
I have heard all that you've just said.
Thank you.
And your story is quite pathetic. Seriously.
Thank you, Father.
Well, I think the right thing to do now is pay you a visit in your house.
Father, you come to my house?
Yes, I will.
Father, thank you.
It's alright.
Thank you, Father.
Yes, and I assure you that after talking to your wife and children, I believe that there will be a great change in their lives.
Oh, I will love that, Father. I will love that. Thank you.
No problems.
Father, I want to ask you one question.
Okay.
Why is it that so many families are broken, divorce here and there, children abandoned, wives carry their bags and leave their husband's house, leaving their children behind to suffer and to wallow like pigs in the streets? Father, why? Does it mean that the word of God is no longer effective? Or does it mean that the men of God are no longer interested in making the people turn to God? Why?
Brother Romanus.
Father.
You see, the word of God is still in existence. Yes. But the problem here is, if you look around in our society today, you will find out that we have so many ministries here and there. Yes, too many new generational churches all over the society. You know, and most of these so-called men of God have failed in their duties, you know, to spread the real word of God. You know, because most of these men of God, they delved into the business of evangelism because of money. Thereby, they all subscribed successfully into the affairs of false prophecy. Yes, that's where you will now see them telling the husband that, Mr. Man, your wife is a witch. She wants to destroy you. She wants to kill you. Your mother-in-law is also a witch or a wizard. You know, so many problems. Thereby, too many homes today are rendered useless. Too many children homeless and all that. You see, a father will not, you know, focus on his own affairs and then all these problems. These are the problems we are having in our society today.
Thank you, Father. That means these men of God no longer preach the right gospel to the people.
At all.
And they want to sustain their membership by telling them lies, telling them what they want to hear.
Exactly.
So that they will not tell them the truth of the gospel. If they say the truth of the gospel, this flock will run away from them.
That is the situation we found ourselves today.
Right.
Brother Roman is I think the best thing to do right now is you just go home. Yes, go home and rest.
Oh, thank you.
God bless.
Thank you, Father.
Go in peace.
Amen.
Like I told you, I'll come to your house.
Thank you, Father.
It's alright.
Thank you, Father. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Young man, what did you say your name is?
Sir, my name is Paul from Amafo Village. I'm a building contractor and I also deal on building materials as well.
And you said you want to marry my daughter?
Of course, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you discuss it with her?
Sir, not really. You know, she hasn't given me much of her time to get to know her more. Didn't she tell you she's still in school? Yes, ma, she did though. She told me, but I told her I will wait for her. But if you people permit me to marry her now, I can do that and take over from where you people stopped.
No. I am equal to the tax. Don't worry, I will do that myself.
Okay, sir.
Jovita! Jovita!
Yes, Papa. What did you say?
This young man here said he was here before. And he has told us his mission. Was it the man that you told us he was here last time?
Yes, Papa.
It's okay. You can go.
Okay, Papa.
Young man, I've heard you. You can now go. We will discuss it with our daughter and get back to you.
Okay, sir. No problem. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I have to be on my way now.
Papa is important, Mama is important. In family, Father God in bar. Papa is important, Mama.
Why is it that whenever I call you, it takes you forever to answer me?
Mama, it's okay now. Okay, don't be offended. We are here now, so kindly tell us why you called us. We are sorry.
I just called you to tell you people that I'm not happy. Yes, I am not happy. How can I have beautiful daughters like you and I will be lacking almost everything?
Mama,
I don't have good shoes. I don't have good clothes. I don't have a handbag. I don't have shoes. Nothing. Whenever I go to a meeting, other women laugh at me. When they look at what I'm wearing, they laugh. Eh? Is it that you people do not have boyfriends that give you money and gifts? Or that they give you and you eat alone?
Mama, why are you talking like this? Why? I don't understand. The last time I got back from my boyfriend's house, I gave you so much money. And some stuff he gave me. So why are you complaining?
Too much again?
Money.
How much did you give me? Only 30,000 naira. And sweet chewing gum. What are you saying? Eh? Is it not other women that wear Swiss lace? Broad silk? Yes now. Indian judges. Gold jewelry. Gold. Diamonds. Shoes. And bags to go with it. Eh?
Ha! Mama! Mama, do you know how much these things you just mentioned are being sold in the market?
Ask her.
Not just only the wrapper. Mama,
Mama, it's too expensive.
Those women that are wearing them, Fajori, Oblori, that it will take for me to wear them. Jeno.
Mommy, enough already. You have had enough. So tell us what you want us to do. Then we'll do it.
Don't you people have rich boyfriends?
Yeah.
Don't they give you money? Or is it that they will give you and you will just eat and hide some? No.
Mama, this is not fair. You know none of us here is working.
Oh.
So where do you expect us to get the kind of money you're mentioning to buy all those things?
That is the most stupid question anybody has asked me. What job is greater than following men and collecting money and gifts from them? No, tell me now.
Hey, Mama, we have heard. I don't know whether you want us to unpack all the whole boyfriends this time and be dating simply because you want us to take good care of you. We've heard you. Sisters of mine, you've heard what Mama said. So we'll all go in, ransack our bags. Whatever we see, we'll bring it out and come and give to her for her to be satisfied. Bore. Everybody, let's go. Let's go now. Everybody,
Chile, what are you doing here? You didn't hear your sister. Come on, follow the monster.
Mama, I don't have money.
What do you mean you don't have money? What happened to the boyfriend I gave to you? Does he not give you money? Come on, follow them.
Mama, shishi, kobo, fading, I don't have. In fact, my bag is empty.
Oh, so freaking him.
My brethren, you see, I actually asked your husband here to repeat all the things he told me here in your presence, just to make sure that he did not lie to me. Yes. And having said all that he has said before all of you, I am now very much convinced that he did not at all lie to me. Sister Agnes, I would want to start with you.
Yeah.
Yes. I want to ask you just one question. Do you realize that these children behave just exactly the way you train them to become? You see, the Bible says something about husbands and wives. If we should open our Bible to the book of Ephesians chapter 5, from verse 22, read down to 24. The Bible says, wives, submit completely unto your husband, as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is unto the church. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so should every woman be subject to her husband in all things. So you see, Sister Agnes, this is where my topic of discussion should come up from. I don't know where it is.
Dear Father, hold on. Where have I offended you? What have I done wrong to you? Why did you pick on me? You are here talking about children, talking about family, talking about marriage. Are you married? Which one is How can you talk about something you don't know?
My children.
Excuse me. Wait. If you want, let me teach you how to train children, because you don't have the experience. If you want to train a child or children, give them freedom.
Yes.
Let them be free. Why are you saying what you don't know? You don't have an experience of marriage.
Are you alright?
Father, you should be the one I'm asking. I should be the one to ask you if you're alright.
Yes.
Because I don't understand it. Somebody that does not have a wife and children, and you're preaching to me about family.
Or are you married?
Why not? Go
excuse me. Because father, before they will say Agnes insulted the Reverend Father, an anointed man of God, please, if you don't have any other thing to say, any tangible thing to say, please, our gate is still open.
Please.
I wonder why you came here this night when you ought to have been in the church sleeping. Tomorrow you wake up hale and hearty for morning mass.
Oh.
Eh? Please, you can go.
Sister Agnes, you are asking me out of your compound.
You heard her loud and clear. Does she have water in her mouth when she's talking to you? I mean, what's all this nonsense? Yes, Papa, leave me, let me talk, I beg. What do you mean by that? Do you have a family? Or do you have children? So what right do you have to come to my mother's house and advise her how to train her own children?
I wonder.
Is something wrong with you? Now listen. Father or whatever you're being called, leave this house. Leave this house, otherwise I will throw you out myself. Okay. I don't mind you throwing me out when I come to your church. I don't mind. Square up, Paul.
Go, I beg.
May God have mercy on you.
Father, let him have mercy on you too. Just go.
I'll push you.
I'll push you.
You will stop that. Brother Romanus, please, it's okay. Father.
Look at you. You know you're sitting close to me, I'll just close that your mouth.
Do you know it's obvious that you're mad? It's obvious that you've lost it. You see how the rugged man talk? Don't hold yourself, okay? No, Father, come and sleep. In Allah, they are ruler.
People now are repenting, not to talk of change. This time woman, I never see them before. This time woman, I never see them before. No remorse, no.
Mama, I'm going to start already now.
Go. I'm on fire. Romanus to come back. Want to go to the church with the father? You call your lawyer, okay?
Yeah, everything.
Did he flog me?
Finish insulting.
No. Did they flog me?
You will go to the church later.
Yeah, I'll go to another parish.
If you go to another parish, I will go there and tell the father there.
Then you will finish and come back home and meet me.
And what will happen?
Oh. I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
You just scatter your family.
Ifunanya! Ezibonwa! Bring me cola.
No, don't. Please. Forget about it. No, don't bother about cola at all.
Why?
I don't have the appetite to eat anything now. Forget it.
Ifunanya is okay. Don't bring the cola. What is the problem?
Udoka. You are a very lucky man. God has blessed you very well. He gave you a good wife and a good child. The other day I came here. I was there, your daughter served you food. After serving you, she was washing your clothes. Look, for me to eat in my house, I will enter the kitchen and cook to eat. Nobody washes my clothes, even though I have 5 children.
I don't understand. I really don't understand.
Look at my wife, Agnes, has turned herself into the family head of the family. She controls everything, controls my children. In fact, she has turned them all against me. The most painful one, the worst, is that Chimeze, my only son, that is supposed to be in the university with his mates. She bundled him into a city I don't know, to a man I don't know, without my permission, as an apprentice. Now, my daughters, she turned them into Ron's girls. But I must be frank with you, except the last one. But that one is joining them gradually. You see? Is it because things are like this?
To this extent? Eh?
Udoka, my friend. When things were good, yes, I provided everything they wanted. Eh?
Yes. I knew.
There was nothing they wanted I never gave them. Is it because things are like this? Why me? Romanus. Ah!
Romanus, are you just keeping quiet? What are you doing about this? Are you allowing it to continue?
Udoka, I have been planting, but the flood has been eroding. Eh? You see, I went to the Reverend Father, pleading with him to help me anyhow he can.
Yes.
And the Reverend Father promised to visit my house. Indeed, he came. But when he was speaking to my wife and the children, they ganged up against him and pushed him out of the compound.
Pushed him out of
like
the compound?
a thief. Even my last daughter was boasting to the Reverend Father that if he sees her in the church, let him shoot her. My daughter was telling the Reverend Father.
Sacrilege. Sacrilege. Romanus, my friend, to be frank with you, I don't know what to say about this. All I have to tell you is keep on talking and advising your family, your children especially. Call your wife. You are her husband. Sit her down and talk sense into her. Make her understand her duties in the home. All we are saying is because of tomorrow. It's for the future. For the future.
Look, there is nothing I have not done. I've told her everything, but she still refused to change. So, I won't fight, I won't force her.
My friend, it's okay. Just keep it up. Keep it up.
That smell like a lemon.
Hello?
Chimeze.
Ma.
What is your problem? Since you left for the city, you have not sent me anything. Or is your master not rich again?
Ha, says who, Mama? Mama, this man is very, very rich. This man is well. In fact, being rich is an understatement. This man has up to 5 shops in this town. I'm not even talking about warehouse.
So why have you not sent the money? Or did you forget?
Not at all, Mama. How can I forget? You see, I'm just trying to settle down first and, plan something very well. But I promise you, very, very soon, I'll send you money. Okay? Don't worry. Don't stress yourself. I'll send you money very, very soon. Okay?
See, if you listen carefully, at the background you hear some drums, music playing. Doctor is burying his mother today. All the women in our clan, everybody is there. Only me. But because I don't have what to wear now, will I go there like a mad woman? send me money, oh.
Of course, Mama. I will forward it to you, okay? But take care of yourself for me, okay? And I hope that man is not giving you problem. That man that calls himself my father. Okay. Because if he disturbs you, just call me on the phone and let me know. First boss tomorrow, you see me in the village. Well, you hear from me, eh?
Okay, I'll be expecting it. Alright, bye-bye.
Some people now want repentance, not to talk of change. This time woman, I never see them before. This time woman, I never see them before. No remorse, no.
Alert! 50,000 naira from Chimeze. That's wonderful. My own will not be different. Let me call him. Mezie, I got a 50,000 naira alert from you. But that wasn't what I was expecting. No. I thought you would give me like 150,000 naira. Yeah, but next time we need to talk off, man. Oh. When next are you sending me more money? Okay. Oh, I'll be expecting it. Oh. Okay. Bye. Bye.
Basil, my son, I am very, very happy. I thank God that now you are through with your service. And you've also gotten a job as a banker. I am very proud of you. And every member of our family is proud of you.
Yes.
One more thing, Basil. I thank God I have a small building in Enugu where you got your job. You are going to go there and manage. I've told 2 of my tenants to vacate 2 rooms for you so that you will not have accommodation problem. Whenever you've saved enough money, you can build a house of your choice.
Papa,
are you happy?
I'm so much happy, Papa. Mama, I'm so much happy.
Okay.
I am proud to have both of you as my parents.
That's
the
my
way
son.
You trained us, our social life, our spiritual life. I promise you, I'm not let you people down.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen. One more thing, my son. Just one request. As soon as you settle down as a man, please, I want you to get me a daughter-in-law. Because I'm serious. Why are you laughing? Nice.
Basil, your mother is right. Your mother was born right, and she's always right.
Yes, I know.
This is the next step.
I know, I've heard it. Okay. I will do as both of you have said. But there's something.
What is it?
I heard somebody is asking for Jovita's hand in marriage.
Hey! So you've already had the news in Enugu?
Jovita always open.
The way the news spread like wildfire. Basil, my son, you are right. So many suitors have been coming for Jovita's hand in marriage. And I told them that Jovita is still in school. When she's through with education, she cannot talk of marriage.
It's okay, it's better.
And I thank God what God is doing in my family. He's protecting every one of us. And God will bless us in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Let us pray. Let us pray.
Okay.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
In the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
God Almighty, the creator of heaven and earth. I am who I am.
Yes, Lord.
The God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego.
Amen.
Father,
Amen.
thank you for you are so good.
Thank you,
and thank you for blessing my son, Basil, and for protecting my children,
Yes,
for
Lord.
protecting everyone, for
Amen.
blessing my wife also. Hosanna be your name in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Hosanna be your name in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you, Father, for protecting my children. Thank you for protecting my wife. Thank you for protecting every one of us. Hosanna be your name in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Father, for whatever we do in life, you provide for us in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Father, planning evil against us. Father, never let it be in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you, omnipotent, omniscient.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you for you are so good. Thank you for
Jesus.
being with us. Thank you for protecting us. In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Amen. Because of what? Eh? Because Mama Nega is wearing ordinary common Intorika. Let her wait for me. Next meeting I will wear Swiss lace. Hold on. Child, hold on. Oh, she will see me with Swiss lace. No, I can't take that rubbish. Because two of us are now in the same meeting. Seated together. She can get up and Chime, your mother needs money. I need money. 250,000 naira. No, now don't ask me what I want to do with it. I know what to do with money. Am I a child? 200, even if it's 200,000, I'll manage. Don't let your mother be put to shame. Okay. I'm so proud of you, my son. I knew you would never allow me to be shamed. I'm so proud of you, my son. All right. Oh, once I get the alert, I'll call you. Oh? Take you, my son.
Mama! Mama! Brother.
Woman, so the reason you pleaded with me to take your son is to connive with him to embezzle my money, to pull down my business. What did I do to you? What? Did I offend you by taking your son to train for you in my business so that he will be useful to this family?
He stole your money?
Question me.
Why did you steal his money?
You're asking me.
Oga Frank, please. I will talk to him. I will really talk to him. He will never touch your money again. Oh, please don't be angry. Forgive us. Forgive him.
Woman, I have brought back your son in peace and in good health.
Hey.
The money he sent to you, take it. Eat it. But my God will judge you. My God will judge you. Nai Romanus, if you go look at Sigan, you've seen what your wife and son did to me.
Wife for what?
Have you seen it? Oh, it is now that you know he has a father. When you came looking for him, the time you took him along to the city, did you ask of me? Did you tell me anything? Now leave my house before I do something you will regret. Get out of here. Is that the way you were putting it? My friend, get away from this place. Before I descend on you. Thank you very much. I thank you. Go.
Oga Frank.
Follow him there. Don't call him back here.
No.
Enough is enough.
Chiweze, what kind of money did you steal from him that made him bring you back like this?
Mama, don't get me angry. Don't make me mad. Don't just make me mad.
The kind of money I stole from. That's the same money I've been sending to you. The same money I've been sending to you.
How much now? How much? Is that why he had to bring you back with just this school bag?
Now I beg, on your back school me well.
Ah. Welcome.
And you, get out from that place. Take it away from there.
Leave me alone. I'm tired now. And you, is there any food in this house? Let me eat first before I faint here.
Food? Well, there is no food, please. Cool stuff.
Meaning?
But if you're hungry, you go and cook. Don't disturb me, please.
Don't let me use this. Which one is I can? Don't provoke me. Oh.
But am I the cause of a problem? Go.
What kind of?
What is wrong with you?
Mama, honestly, I don't know. I've been feeling so weak and dizzy. In fact, Mama, I don't understand my body today. I'm caressing, Mama.
Wait, all these things you mentioned are happening to one person. You. Eh? When was the last time you saw your period?
Period. I think it should be beginning of last month though.
And you have not seen it again since then?
No.
Hey. Agatha, I thought you were a big girl. Eh?
Mama, what did I do again? What happened?
Why would you allow yourself to get pregnant? Eh?
Pregnant? Mama, beg, stop. You started. I just told you now that I'm feeling body pains and all that. Your mind didn't even go to malaria, fever or whatsoever, or tiredness. The first thing that came to your mind is pregnancy. Mama, stop this thing now. You started though. I don't like it, I beg.
You don't like it, I beg. I hope you have money on you.
Yes.
And you know Dr. Dikeh's hospital?
Yes, Mama.
Beautiful. Run to that hospital. Tell Dikeh what you have just told me. Eh? He will remove this thing in your stomach. Also, go there.
I don't understand, Mama. Hospital, Dr. Dikeh, for just tiredness. Let me go to chemist and just buy, even if it's pain.
I said you're pregnant, Orakoeli. You are pregnant. Huh? Go there and tell him to get rid of that thing. Oh. Your intention is to have a bastard in this house. You bring another mouth for me to feed. Okay? It's not possible. Run to that hospital. Now!
I'm just doing this thing to please you. Yeah, I know there's nothing like pregnancy. I saw my period beginning of last month. There is changes now in periodic table. Now. Just to make you happy so that somebody will just drink water and keep cup in this house. If not, there is no need for all this protocol.
You are a fool. You are a fool. Eh? Come, what did you just say?
I'm just doing this to make you happy. No, I'm not pregnant.
Are you mad? Eh? Are you mad?
Look at very well.
I greet you. Thank you, Father. Udoka. Udoka, ma.
Yes.
You mean you bought this car from your mother and I? Eh?
Yes, Papa. Papa, you know you deserve more than this.
Hey! That this is mine. Udoka.
Now.
what? So,
no. Nana, Dikeh, where you go?
God bless you. At least take that I have come used to school.
Which car?
Oh, no.
Which car?
But she was not joking.
Let it be a joke. Just let it be a joke.
Take
it easy. Hey.
One more thing.
Also, what is it?
My bank has promoted me to acting manager.
Admin manager. Admin manager. God, I thank you. I thank you. Admin manager.
Right. Oh, God, brother, God bless you.
Please, wait. I have something to say. Remember what we discussed about some time ago?
What is it?
You can't remember. We fair daughter-in-law. This is serious now.
Wait. This calls for celebration.
Yeah, I know.
But before that, on your name,
Please, can you take me back?
Young girl, I have been watching you since you entered my Keke. It seems that something is bothering you. What is the problem? Talk to me. I can be a help to that.
It's my mother.
Your mother? What about her? Is she sick?
No. She's not sick. But my mother has been causing problem in the house. To the extent that she does not respect my father anymore. Because my father had a problem with his business when he was in the city. So he came back to the village. And ever since then, he doesn't give her money the way he used to. And because of that, my mother changed and turned the whole house to something else. I don't know.
Now listen to me. See what I want you to do. Go home. Apologize to your father. Talk to your mother. I believe she will listen to you.
You don't know my mother. My mother will never listen. She even advised us not to respect our father anymore, not to do anything for him. So I don't know. I don't know what to do again.
You don't need to be confused, okay? You need to go home and apologize to your father. I believe he will listen to you, please.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you. So, can you take me back now?
No problem. My daughter, you are welcome.
Thank you.
What can I do for you?
My father sent me to come and see you.
See me?
Yes.
Who is your father?
You don't remember me? Okay, I'm Onyekore's wife.
Yes. I thought as much. How is your husband?
My husband is fine, just that he traveled.
Okay.
So, my father said I should come and tell you that he will be coming with my brother, who just came back from China, to come and ask for your daughter's hand in marriage. Joy. I've even discussed with her.
My daughter Joy?
Yes.
How did he know her?
Well, she was actually recommended by my mother because of something she did for her some months ago. Yes, my Joy daughter is a very good girl. She has good manners.
Joy, you heard her?
Yes.
Can you remember anything?
Yes, I know her more.
Okay. It's well. Tell him that I am waiting.
Okay.
I'm in my house waiting.
Thank you very much. I will be on my own now.
Okay. Who is this girl?
Oh, she's my daughter.
Oh. Hi. She's grown.
Thank you, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Listen to your daddy. Now he be your backbone. Papa no go deceive you. He no go deceive you. Now he be your papa. Papa have something to say. Sit down and listen.
Ezinna biko gbara m. Ezi papa biko gbara m. Ọkwa maka ihe nne ka m ji wee mejọ gị o. Ọ dị n'ime ndụ m na ngabụ ajọ nwa. Ọkwa maka ihe nne ka m ji wee kpasue gị iwe. Ọ bụ ya kara aka m na ngabụ ajọ nwa. Ezinna biko gbara m. Ezi papa biko gbara m. Ọkwa maka ihe nne ka m ji wee mejọ gị o. Ọ dị n'ime ndụ m na m ga-abụ ajọ nwa. Ọkwa maka ihe nne ka m ji wee kpasue gị iwe. Ọ bụ ya kara aka m ọlị na m ga-abụ ajọ nwa. ezi papa biko gbara m ọkwa maka ihe nne ka m ji wee mejọ gị o ọ dị n'ime ndụ m na ngabụ ajọ nwa ọkwa maka ihe nne ka m ji wee kpasue gị iwe ọ bụ ya kara aka m na ngabụ ajọ nwa Ezinna biko gbara m ezi papa biko gbara m ọkwa maka ihe nne ka m ji wee mejọ gị o ọ dị n'ime ndụ m na m ga-abụ ajọ nwa ọkwa maka ihe nne ka m ji wee kpasue gị iwe ọ bụ ya kara aka m ọlị na m ga-abụ ajọ nwa.
Please, Papa, I'm sorry. Papa, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry for disobeying you. Papa, please. Please. It was Mama that misled me. She misled us. She said we should not obey you. Papa, please. Please. I promise us from today I will never do anything to hurt you again. I will never do anything to make you feel bad. I will never disobey you again. Papa, please, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I will be a changed person as from today. Please, please forgive me.
Papa!
Stop crying. Stop crying. I've heard you. You repented from your heart. I've forgiven you. Get up.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Papa. Papa.
Stop crying.
Brother, you said you wanted to see me. I'm here now.
Is it true that you've seen a girl that you want to marry?
Mm-hmm.
And you have gone there twice without telling me?
Of course. And let me ask you, is it a crime for me to visit a girl I want to get married to without letting you know? Is it a crime? And must you know everything I do in this life? I'm not a man. Can't I take decisions on my own?
Wait. Do you know that I'm your elder brother?
Of course I know.
There are certain things you should not do without telling me. Especially when it comes to tradition. Why are you like this? Why are you so stubborn that you have no respect to anybody?
So, brother, so you want me to go and bring goat and cow just to inform you that I want to get married? Eh? So without telling you, you don't know that you're my senior brother. You're supposed to support me in whatever I do. See, let me tell you, if you don't want to follow me, just tell me right now. Let me know what to do. If you want to follow me, no problem. If you don't want to follow me, I can still handle it. Yeah. You just have to get ready. Anytime I call you, you follow me. Then we go. So I have to get ready. I said because I'm not going to deceive you.
Who called for this meeting without my permission?
Mama, I did. By the way, why must someone tell you before calling for a family meeting? Are you the head of this family? Papa here is the head of the family. And he's the only one entitled to be noticed before calling for any meeting. Why not relax and listen to what I have to say?
Please shut up your mouth. Is something wrong with you? Have you lost your sanity? Why would you talk to Mama like that? Chinenye.
Hold on.
Hey!
Did you just speak to me in that manner? And Chinenye, did you just speak to Agnes, your mother, like that? I can see you don't have any fear in you anymore.
Mama, please. Not any longer. Not anymore. You cannot deceive me again. And for now, I have realized myself. I can no longer dance to your tune again. Mama, let me ask you. When Papa was in the city, did you treat him like this? Or is it because he now has show money in his business? That's why nobody respects him in this house. Mama, please. Mama, can you just stop all these things you're doing? Stop all these problems you're causing between us and Papa in this family. Please.
Chile, I will not take that from you. Look at this small brattle. So you're not scared of Mama? You not talk to Mama anyhow? What moral?
Anyway, I believe nobody is deaf here, nor blind, to know that Mama is the one I'm talking to. See, I advise you all to stop all these things you're doing. You people should change. To avoid crying Hadaino at last here. At last.
It is you, Chinenye, that will cry Hadaino. You're fool.
What has come over you? Are you possessed?
See, who is possessed? Sister, let me ask you something. Everybody here is saying that Mama is doing the right thing in this house. Let me ask. If Mama is doing her job well as a mother, now let me ask you people. Which mother will advise her daughter to go and have an abortion? Oh, you're hiding your face. You think I don't know? Do you know the damage it might cause you?
Shut up. I said shut up before I cut you into two.
Mama, truth is bitter. Truth is very, very bitter. And to use that. Hey, please! Don't ever try to mention my name. If I don't mention my name, else I will deal with you. It's like you're mad. Papa, just one how. If she should mention my name again, what's going to be here? Did you eat something that is disturbing you?
Because it is like a dream. You, Chinenye, the pinchom of the house, talking to Mama and everybody like that. Mama, I cannot sit down here and listen to this rubbish, not from her. Mama, sorry I have to walk out of you because I won't just stay and hear this idiot rant anyhow.
Oh! Thank you, my daughter. I'm so overwhelmed with what you have just done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Why won't you be happy? Why will you not be happy? After all, your charm is working on her. You just cast a spell on her. But Romanus, let me tell you something. Whatever you have used on her, I guess, will neutralize it. It's obvious you're not with your senses.
Secret from your children. Open your mouth.
Abortion.
Please, I want you to help me. I'm not a changed person. I see the way your children behave because of the way you train them. At times, I even jealous them because of my upbringing from my mother. Please, I want you to help me. My friend is supposed to be here, Chinenye, but her father sent her on an errand.
Chioma, sit down. I don't know what is wrong with your mother.
Chinenye's mother and other mothers in this town. I have talked to them. For them to come close so that we'll discuss as mothers on how to raise your children. But they wouldn't listen to me. Anyway, thank God that you're now a changed person. Eh? Hey! I can't believe what I'm hearing. But let me tell you something. Anytime you need any advice, any guideline, any question at all, feel free to come to me. Not just you, Chinenye or other girls in this town. I am ready and I'll bring out time and answer all your questions. Oh?
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you.
I'm so grateful.
Happy for you. Hey! You. So you've changed?
Yes.
Thank God. Hey. Oh.
Mama.
Nene.
I'll be on my way now.
Okay, dear.
Greet Chine if I
will. And greet Chine for me too. Oh? And your mother.
Okay.
Hey. Chichi nwa. Ha. Menukwan.
You said you wanted to tell me something. What is it?
Yes, Papa. But can I get a chair at least?
If you like, get a seat and sit down.
Papa. There's a problem. I'm encountering big problems in my life that I can't tell where it's coming from.
If you have problems, go and meet your mother, who is your trainer, so that you can solve the problem.
Papa, please. It's not everything that I'll have to discuss with Mama. Mama is a woman. You're my father.
So, you have suddenly remembered that your mother is a woman. And also that you have a father. Huh? Well, let me not talk too much. What is the problem?
Papa, it's about my business.
Your business?
Yes. Ever since I finished learning trading from my second order and he settled me. I mean, I've been trying so hard to make ends meet. Nothing is working. Nothing is working at all. I mean, people owing me, they are not paying me. My trade, no one is coming to buy. No one is even... I mean, everything is just stagnant. I can't tell why.
So, what are you trying to say? That I'm the person that is sinking your business?
Hey, come on.
I'm not a native doctor. Neither am I a prophet. So, go and look for a solution.
I'm not saying you're a native doctor. I mean, it's obvious that these village people, they're after my life. They're after my business. How can I invest how much into the business and all song? I can't even see dividend of anything. It's obvious that enemies are after my life.
Chinese, you are now a grown man. You're a full-fledged man. So if you have a problem, go and look for a solution. I think this discussion is over.
But this discussion is not over.
It's over. Leave.
I'm begging you. I'm begging you. We have to look for solution. We have to look for solution. All my money gone. Eh? Oh,
Chimeze, I was resting when you came. Take away this chair from here and leave me alone to rest.
Baba, please, look at me with kindness and let's look for solution. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I can't be roaming this village.
I run the village now.
Please. Except you want me to start stealing, no. Except you want me to start stealing.
Go ahead and steal now. Those that are stealing, are they not people's children? Go ahead and steal. Oh. This is a new dawn.
Chimezie, what are you doing here? Okay. Anyway, I wanted to send for you, but thank God you are here. Chimezie, what is the problem? I've been watching you since you came back. Do you have problem with your business? Any problem?
Uncle. You see, there's no need hiding anything from you because you're not a stranger in my life. Yes, there's a problem. A very big problem. To start with, my first Oga sacked me just like that without settling me. From there, I got a second Oga. That one, he settled me truly. But after settling me that I started business, the way the whole money vanished, even me Chimezie, I can't really tell. I can't tell what is wrong, what is happening in my life. The people owing me, some of them if I call them, they won't pick. The one that wicked me now is, I've been expecting money from one of my debtors. And he just called me now to tell me, sorry Chimezie, I can't send that money, that I just lost my wife. That he will send it next 2 years. Imagine me waiting till next 2 years. I can't understand. I just can't tell. I don't know if it's someone from this village that is doing me all these things. I can't tell.
Don't say that. Don't just say that.
I will say it too. I will say it because this is not normal.
There is nobody in this village who could soil his hands in anything diabolic.
You have to speak for your own family.
No. Chimezie, I know what I'm telling you. Nobody can try that in this village. But let me ask you a question. Have you discussed this issue with your father?
Of course, Uncle, I have. I've discussed it with him. All he could say to me is that I'm now a grown-up. I should go and sort my own problems.
You mean your father said this?
Is it not your brother? Go and ask him now. That's what he said to me. I should go and sort my own problems. I have my own issues to...
But anyway, Chimezie, listen. Before you go into this business, did you receive your father's blessing?
No, I didn't. They just settled me and I started... Does it matter?
Yes. You see it? It is your fault. Before you do anything in life, you must receive blessing from your father. Be it business, school, marriage, anything at all. You must receive your father's blessing. He is the head of the family. Without your father's blessing, nothing will work well for you. So, advice I am giving you now is go home and tell your father to forgive you and bless you. You will see your business will be going siriri werere. Siriri werere. And one other thing. You see all these politicians, be it governor, president, House of Assembly, Federal House, if any of them did not receive blessing from his father, whatever he invested into that will never work out. Are you with me? Do what I said. I am going for a meeting right now. Take care.
Do not neglect any of your... She's a deceiver. She's wicked, pretending to be good.
I know you are not blind to know that I am going out.
No, Papa. Okay. Bye. It's just that I want to discuss something with you.
About what?
Please. I know I've wronged you. I know I've done so many bad things to you. I know I've disobeyed you. But please, Papa, look at me with kindness. It's not really my fault. It's my mother's fault. She gave us wrong impressions about you. She said that you're a bad person, that you don't like us, you don't want to see us prosper, and we believed everything she said. Please, Papa. Now I have realized, I have come to my senses. Please.
Chimeze, who sent you?
Papa, nobody sent me. Please. I've realized my mistakes and it's affecting me now. Please, accept me back as your son.
Chimeze, are you sure that what you are saying comes from your heart?
Papa, it's from my heart. It's from my soul. Please. Please, Papa.
Get up first. Get up first. I will forgive you on one condition. That all that you have said come from your heart.
It's from my soul.
And that you will be a changed man.
Papa, I am a changed person from today. I will obey you. Anything you ask me to do, I will do it. Please.
Alright. I'm going for a meeting. Until I come back.
Papa is important, Mama is important, in family, Papa is important, Mama is important, in family, Do not neglect any of your parents, because she need their blessings to succeed. Do not neglect any of your parents.
I'm really happy because it changed. Papa will be so happy for both of us.
Thank you, my sister. Well, I thank God. I give him all the glory.
Man nearly destroy us.
I swear down. But you see, it's a good thing that we'll finally come to our senses.
And Papa will be so happy.
Of course. By the way, where is Keke and Anu?
You don't know your sisters again. They are not back.
It's a lie.
Okay.
They are not back from where they went to yesterday.
They are not back. But I don't be surprised. You won't see them this night.
You see, this nonsense they are doing in this house must stop. It must stop in this house. Let me not talk until they come back. Let me just keep quiet until they come back. You see, I called this meeting because of certain things going on in this house that I don't like. I don't like who. But before I proceed, I would like to ask Nkechi and Anuli here one question. Where did you both sleep last night?
What kind of stupid question is that? What kind of horrible question is that?
I am asking you stupid.
As in, I don't understand.
This is not the matter of running your mouth like tap water. Because if you look at me now, you see I'm very, very serious. I am dead serious. You see this attitude of preparing anytime you like
and going out without telling anyone, sleeping out, coming back without anyone's consent, as if you're not living under your father's roof. That attitude must stop in this house. This should be the first and last. This should be the first and last you will prepare and leave this house without telling anyone. You think I'm joking? No, you think I'm joking, Abi? And to you, Mama, take a look at this poor man. Take a very good look at him. You have tormented him. You have treated him badly to the core. Then I keep asking myself, did he do anything bad in getting married to you? Or my for job? Eh? Why are you treating him like an outcast? Is he not your husband? Or do you want to kill him for me? Why I'm saying this is, if this attitude continues, especially from you, Mama, what I will do to you, you will ask yourself, is it Chimeze, your son, that did this to you? I'm a Kwame Njekuyo. I know why I'm saying it. And let me not talk. But until it continues in this house, and I'm sounding stupid, Abi. I'm sounding so stupid. Don't worry. Go out again without anyone's consent in this house and come back and see what I'll do to you. That's when you know what I'm capable of doing.
I don't understand.
No, you won't understand though. You won't understand until you leave this house and come back here without anyone's consent. That's when you understand.
Chimeze, did you smoke in your hand? Are you high on cheap drugs? What was all this nonsense for? And Mama, you are seated there watching this rat of a son insult you anyhow and you're doing nothing about it.
Did you just call me a brat?
Yes, thank me. You cannot do anything, no. What's all this? Why are you ranting? Have you given me money before? Have you given me money?
Anyway, I don't have anything to say until it continues. Okay. Just do it next time.
Okay.
Then you know what I'm capable of doing.
Hey!
Do you have anything to say concerning this?
No. This is unbelievable. Chimeze shouting anyhow. Look at how you're ranting. So Chimeze can now talk to us.
Will you shut up your mouth? Shut that trap. My son, I have nothing to say about you. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's only now that I know that I have a son in this house. I'm glad you have taken your position. Thank you, my son.
Hey, come on, Papa. You don't need to thank me. You don't need to thank me for any reason. I mean, it's high time we stopped. It's high time.
It's high time we stopped. It's high time we stopped. Anyway. You started on time.
Well, let it happen again.
It is high time.
Let it happen again.
God knows I'm respecting you.
I'm just respecting Papa. Let it happen next time.
You cannot do anything.
Both of you.
Look at you.
No, let it happen next time.
Useless son of a useless man. Useless son of a useless man. You have mouth to talk. It is high time you stopped. You don't know it is high time you stop when you are busy sleeping with all the women around here. Rapists. It's high time we did something. Seriously, I didn't sleep well last night. Let me go and sleep.
I'm on every one on SmackDown yesterday. Huh? Go ahead and sleep. Yes.
Now you have turned Chimeze and Chinenye against me, right? Like I said, I also know what to do too.
Papa, let me go and prepare something for you to eat, oh?
Thank you, my daughter. Thank you, my daughter. Do well, I'm very hungry. I called two of you as my children. I want to talk to you. I don't want you to continue staying in the village anymore. I want you to go back to the city and continue with your business so that you can be far away from your mother and co. Let them live for now. Forget about them. But I assure you, everybody must reap the seed he has sown.
Papa, you have a point. You have a very good point. Staying in this village cannot fetch me any good. But you know, I can't just prepare and go back to the city. I mean, I need money. I don't even have where I'm going to stay. I don't even have what I'm going to be feeding on. I don't even know my way forward. Going back to the city needs money. Like I said before, all the money I invested sunk. I don't know where to start from. That's just my problem.
Chimeze, before I called you, I had my plans. Take this. This is money.
Jesus.
Sit down. Sit down. Inside this bag is 2,800,000 naira.
Jesus Christ.
I raised it by selling a parcel of my land. I have already prayed over this money that whichever business you invest it in will yield 1,000,000 folds. So, and as I prayed, so shall it be in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen.
Papa shall be very with you. God bless you. It's okay.
Let's go. It is well. It is well. Stop. So let's go and prepare. Go back to the city. You have every motivation you need. Just go there and succeed. You will about make a good money. Oh, Ije and Nuku Bodani. Oh, by his work, what did he see? One quite when can do an
I and my wife called you to talk to you to something very important. And for you to know the family that you are marrying into and the person that married you. My brother Paul is a difficult person. He hardly stays with a woman in a house. In a matter of fact, he has married to 2 different women and none of them stay up to 2 weeks and run away because of my brother's behavior. So my dear, me and my wife called you to tell you to adjust yourself.
And nobody in this village is ready to come to that house and greet you as a new wife. Because he, Paul, is not in good time with the case men and some people in this village, all because of his characters.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you, my dear.
But sir, there's something I want to ask you. Okay. This your brother Paul, my husband. Is he diabolic or armed robber?
No. It's not.
No problem. Since he's not diabolic or armed robber, I know how to handle him.
You can't, oh.
That's why I'm his wife.
You can't. My dear, you can't handle him. Paul is very stubborn and tough.
And I said I will handle him. In that case, thank you so much, Uncle.
Thank you, my dear.
Auntie.
Thank you, my dear.
Thank you so much once again. I have to be on my way.
Huh? Can't you wait? Let me find cola nut to you.
Wait a minute.
No, I have to go back to my room.
Cola nut.
Thank you so much. Maybe that should be next time. Okay?
All right.
My husband. Do you hear her?
I heard her.
You heard her say she can handle it.
But she can't.
Why I am asking is that you are the one that followed Paul to go and marry that innocent girl. If anything happened to her, her parents will not find it funny with you because they handed the girl over to you as the eldest in the family.
But you heard her saying that she will handle it. Let's pray to God. Huh? Because find something for me to eat.
You said your name is Peter and you want to marry me.
Yes, that's true.
I don't get the whole thing. You know, I don't know you, and I'm sure you don't know me either. We've not met nor talked before, so why would you say you want to marry me?
Yeah, that's true. But the truth is that since I set my eyes on you, I fell in love with you. That's why I want to marry you.
Okay, I've heard you. In that case, you have to come and see my parents.
Wow, really? So who are your parents?
I'm from Okolo's family. The name of my father is Romance, and my mother is Agnes.
What? You are the daughter of Romanus and Agnes?
Yes, is anything wrong with that? Why are you frowning?
Please, sorry, I can't marry you. Your family is cursed.
What? My family cursed?
Yeah, you heard me.
It's not reason on a mono.
Yeah.
Not reason on a mono.
Mama, what is going on? What is wrong with our family?
I don't understand. What is the matter?
What do you mean you don't understand? Mama, look at us. Are we not ripe for marriage? My sisters and I. No one is asking for a hand in marriage. Okay, I don't even want to talk about Chinenye because she's the last born. But what about us? Fine. You know that guy I was dating? Do you know what broke us up? Because I asked him when he's coming to pay for my bride price. He said to me that he's no longer interested. That if it's what I'm talking about, that he's no longer interested in the relationship. Why? I don't know. Mama, something is wrong. And I can't just place my finger on it. Something is definitely wrong. Mama, are we cursed? Are we?
Mama, not only that. Can you believe that one of my boyfriends who promised to come and see you and Papa just called me yesterday to cancel on me that he's no more interested? What kind of thing is this now?
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Mama, something is wrong. We need to find out what it is. Oh, I mean, we are ripe for marriage. We ought to be married by now. We are still in our parents' house. Oh, I like Rogwamiao.
What is it?
Mama.
Why are you crying?
Mama, when you are joy to whom? Mama, you needed to see what happened today. You needed to see how humiliated, how dumbfounded, and how ashamed I was. Mama. Hi.
What happened?
My sisters, Mama. A young man stopped me on the road, telling me he wants to marry me. That I am the kind of person he wants as a wife. I had to accept and ask him to come and see my parents. So if open, that's what it should be. Then he asked who my parents were. Mama, I told him you and Mazi Romanus, my father, are my parents. Immediately he heard that, his mood changed. He frowned. And I had to ask him why he was frowning. Mama, he said he cannot marry from this family. That this family is a cursed family. Hey, Tabula, oh no.
Mami Fugonian, exactly what I was talking about. Mama, something has to be done about it. And very fast too. Something has to be done. Eh?
Don't worry. I know what to do.
Stop crying. Wipe your tears, eh?
It's okay.
children. Well done. You know, today is the 7th day of our fasting and prayers. And it is usually better when we are closing your fasting and prayer, you close it with serious prayers, with thorough warfare, spiritual warfare. So I want us to get up and pray, so that wherever this whole thing is coming from, it will go back to Abyss in the mighty name of
Amen.
We will do this thing so that all will be well with us in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Get up and pray.
Fire, fire, fire! Oh! Fire everywhere, everywhere demons are gathered. Holy Ghost fire, pursue them. Everywhere demons are gathered. Holy Ghost fire, pursue them. Everywhere demons are gathered. Holy Ghost fire, pursue them. Everywhere demons are gathered. Holy Ghost fire, pursue them. Fire, fire, fire! Oh! Fire everywhere, everywhere demons are gathered. Holy Ghost fire, pursue them. Holy Ghost fire, pursue them. My mother's village. Holy Ghost fire, pursue them. Our vicinity. Holy Ghost fire, pursue them. Oh, pray for us. In Jesus' name. Amen. In the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. In the awesome name of Jesus. Amen. Let your name and worship your name. Mama! Mama, come. Hey! What is it? God has done it. You see that prophetess? She's so real. What happened? That message she gave us, it has happened. As I was coming back, Samuel, that my fiance, called me on the phone and told me to tell you and Papa that you should get ready. Next week he'll be coming with his people for proper introduction! Praise the Lord! Hallelujah! I'm so excited. Thank God. I'm so excited. Thank God. Hey, thank God. Yes, we should start preparation. There's no time. Yes, so let's just go.
He said, you came to my house to ask for my daughter's hand in marriage.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
Which If Naya are we talking about?
If Naya your daughter, of course. How many If Naya do we have in this compound?
If Naya is just a child, a baby that I gave birth to yesterday, and you're talking about marriage, she's still in school.
No.
How can somebody that I gave birth to yesterday, somebody's talking about marrying her today?
No, ma. Why, no, ma? Calm down. Try to understand. The reason I want my son to marry her is because I don't want another person to do so. So please, your family is nice. You train them well. So please, consider this, please.
My father have said it all. And please, try to understand us. I don't think that I will live without Ifnaya. I wouldn't kill myself if I don't marry Ifnaya.
My son, you will not understand. Ichi Okonkwo, thank you for the compliment. My wife has said it all. If Unanya is still a small girl, she's still in school. What does she know about marriage? Please.
Nevertheless, I want you people to think about this. Discuss it with your wife.
Ichi Okonkwo, there is nothing to consider.
Our help is the name of the Lord who made the heavens and the earth. Daddy Lord, I thank you for your blessings upon my family. I
thank you for the peace and progress, for your miracles, and for your love and passion on all of us. May your name be glorified in the name of Jesus. That in every way we sinned against you, in thoughts, in words, in actions, what we've done or what we failed to do. Daddy, please forgive us. Anything that will make us leave your presence, anything that will make us not receive your blessings, anything that will make us not to be at peace with you, Daddy, avert it for us in the name of Jesus. And I pray for my family, Daddy. I pray for other families. Many families are going through trials and temptations. Daddy, please heal each and every one of us in the name of Jesus. Not just my family members, but other families. Bless different families. Bless their coming and their going. Bless us with peace and progress and blessings and miracles. Daddy, please bless our children. Bless our husbands. Bless us, the wives. Teach us how to raise these children in your ways. In the name of Jesus. Bless and keep us, Daddy. Bless each family. Bless this family. Bless all the families in the whole world. May we have your peace. May we experience your joy. May we experience your blessings. May we experience manifold blessings in the name of Jesus. Daddy, please. Bless this country. Bless each other. Honey, you don't look good.
Honey, there's something I want to discuss with you.
Okay. So, what is it?
Since I moved into this house as a new wife, I've never seen anybody visited us. Not even a stranger. Not even from your umuna. Nobody has come here to welcome me as your new wife. What is going on? Is this something you're hiding from me? Is this something I need to know? Are you having any issue with them?
My dear, let me tell you the truth. In this life, one chooses the type of life he or she wishes to live. As a matter of fact, this is my life and this is how I want to live it. So stop bothering yourself over nothing. You have something doing inside. You can as well go inside and continue with what you're doing. Okay?
How can you tell me not to bother myself? I have every reason to bother myself. Since I moved into this house as your wife, not even a single soul has visited us in this house. Not even a stranger. So why wouldn't I be worried? Answer me, why wouldn't I be worried?
And I said you shouldn't worry yourself. Stop worrying me. Okay? I said I'll handle it. It's my life. I chose the way I want to live it, and this is how I want to live it. Period. This matter is closed. You can go inside and continue with what you're doing before. Please, allow me to be for now. Please.
Just like that?
Just like that.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Hello? Nkechi? How are you, my daughter? And your husband? Eh? You have put to bed? Hey! When? This morning? So when do you want me to come for Mugo? Tomorrow, Kechi. Ozugbo. Yeah. None of that she. Eh? I will come. Oh. Hey! I'm gonna bye. Hey! Nepom no Mugo. Nepom ne township.
My husband just took a bit time. It's 11:30 p.m. and my husband is not yet back. Oh God, I hope nothing has happened to him. Oh please.
Yes.
Just look at you, you're even drunk. But look at the time you're coming back, just look at the time. It's 11:30 p.m. Honey, just stop it please if it's a joke. Because I'm not finding it funny anymore. Just stop it.
Jovita, so this is the best way to welcome your husband, eh? Eh? You just here talking nonsense. Yeah? Is that the best way to welcome me?
Honey, I'm talking to you and you're telling me that I'm talking nonsense. Honey, am I not supposed to talk to you as a wife? Am I not supposed to talk to you if I see something going wrong?
Enough!
Just tell me!
Enough! Now listen to me and listen good. This is my house and I have every right to walk into this house any minute, any seconds. Are you hearing me? If you don't like what you're seeing, you can as well take your things and go back to your parents' house. Let me tell you, you have no right to question my movement in my own house. Have I made myself clear? The next time you query me this way again, you will see what I will do to you.
It's okay. I know you're not the one talking because you're drunk.
Your grandfather talking.
No problem.
Go and get me my food, my friend.
Sorry.
Go and get me my food.
Let me do your food.
Since you said you will be going back tomorrow, let me seize this opportunity to tell you this thing now. We would have discussed it in your house, but I forgot it when I came for a move. Please let me ask you, how much do you have in your account?
I can't remember actually, but the last time I checked, I had like 17,000 naira.
17 what?
17,000.
What kind of money is that one? Ha! Are you telling me that since you got married, you've been able to save only 17,000 naira?
But Mama, my husband brings money for everything we want to buy in the house.
Hey! 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 I thought you were a wise girl. Somebody that married a man as rich as your husband, what you can save is 17,000.
Mama, see the issue. My husband and I have a joint account where we save money. So there's no way I can remove money from there. He will find out.
Find out how? Are you going to tell him?
No.
Now, when you get back to the city, you will start saving money. No matter how little. Even if it's from the feeding money, cut some out and save. Little by little like that, you will save a whole lot of money. So that if I tell you to bring some, you can bring. You understand me? Please, oh.
Don't worry, I'll do as you've directed. That was not an issue. But I have to start preparing. You know, my baby is still very tender.
What? Honey? Jesus Christ. Honey? You're here smoking Indian hemp and at the same time drinking hot. How? God. Honey, when did you start this kind of life? Why didn't you tell me you're this raw before getting married to me? Why? Honey, I'm talking to you.
Jovita. Jovita. Listen to me. How many times have I warned you not to bother me with the way I live my life in this house? Let me tell you, this house is my house. I built it with my money, married you with my own money. Do you understand? So you have no right whatsoever to come into this house and begin to teach me the way I live my life. I've been living this kind of life before I thought of even getting married to you. Do you understand? If you don't mind your business in this house, I will show you the other side of me. Do you hear me?
Honey, how can you tell me to mind my business? I'm your wife for crying out loud and you're my husband. Honey, please stop doing this. You're really hurting me.
Jovita, can you do me one favor, please?
And what could that be?
Get into the house.
I should get into
the house now.
No problem. It's okay.
Come into my house to tell me what to do. I don't blame you. But this weed is very strong. Honey, you're not sleeping. What is the problem?
Honey, I want us to talk.
Talk about what? Can't it wait till tomorrow morning?
No. I want us to talk about it now.
Please. I don't want to talk about anything now. Please. If it's about it, what you saw me doing this afternoon, please, I don't want to talk about it. I'm tired. I'm very tired. Please. See, just go back to sleep, okay? Let's talk about it in the morning or some other any time. I'm just tired, please. Oh.
I heard what you said. Marriage is not easy. It's full of ups and downs. A whole lot of couples are in situations like this, even worse. But this is how you know who a real person is. And I hope you've not discussed this with anybody, even your friends.
Mama, you won't understand. Nobody comes to that house to visit me or him. Talk more of having friends. So who do you expect me to discuss it with? I've discussed with nobody, Mama.
That's very good. This is the time for you to show him the stuff you are made of. This is the time for you to show how you were brought up. Your orientation plays a good role here. Do you understand me? Bear one thing in mind. Your husband is the head of the home. Even if he misbehaves, just correct him. If he fails to listen to you, leave him. Tomorrow you'll see the truth. Okay? Take this Bible. I want you to open to the book of Ephesians chapter 5. Have you seen it?
Yes, Mama, I've seen it.
Read verses 22 to 24. If you go through this quotation that I gave to you, it explains everything in marriage. You have to be polite to win the heart of your husband. Before you know, he'll be eating from your palms. But if he says one thing and you say another, there'll be chaos in the home. So I want you to relax your mind. Pray with him. Talk to him politely. See the way I talk to your father in the house? Don't you? Good.
Oh, I'm so happy, Mama. Thank you so much.
Everything will be fine, okay?
Yes, I'm relieved now. Thank you, Mama.
That's my daughter. Everything will be fine.
What are you talking about? Excuse me. What? He's going away. Oh, you're so funny. Yes, you are. What?
that I should tell you that I love you? Huh. What if my husband enters here and hears me saying that? What will become of me? Don't worry. Calm down now. I'll make out time and come and see you. Yes, I'll just look for something and tell him. I'll come and see you, okay? Bye.
And who was that?
Wait, Sam. Don't tell me you've been eavesdropping on me.
That has not answered my question. I said, who was that? Who are you having a conversation with?
What do you want to know about him? Even if I tell you the person, you won't know him. What's all this?
So you'll be having a conversation with a man to the extent of giving him an appointment in this house?
And so what? And so what? What is all this? So I shouldn't talk to somebody because I'm married to you. Is that it? Let me be in this household. Just let me be. What nonsense is that?
Oh, you're walking out on me. You're walking out on me. It's alright. I know how to handle riffraffs like you.
This kind woman, I never see them before. This kind woman, I never see them before. No remorse, no. They don't want to know. Onye wuru sakwa ya na fia. Bad woman, bad mama. Unite your family, go and do it, man. Unite your family, it's for your good. Good wife for unite her family. Unite her family. Bad wife for scatter her family. Good wife for unite her family. Unite her family. You just scatter your family. Bad woman, unite her family. Because unite your family.
Hey! But you're looking very handsome.
Am I?
Yes! But I want to be like you.
How are you doing, my
I'm fine.
You're welcome, my son.
How are you?
You're welcome. Welcome.
Hey, Mama.
Amazing.
How am I working?
Jesus! Namo, Nabia.
Hey!
It's your son.
Hey!
So much you to say now.
Of course.
Who is this guy?
But at least you allow me to come home first before you ask me.
This one is tell me.
Anyway, it is mine. Okay? I got it last week and I said to myself, I will quickly hop in so you can lay your hands on it.
Beautiful.
No, it's not.
Eh?
Let me do the central look.
Hey! Agnes, so you cable. You will take me to this meeting now, so that they will know that my son has arrived.
And you go to meeting.
Of course.
That's why you came back to carry you to meeting. Well done, my son.
Thank you, Papa.
Welcome.
Hey!
This is good.
Jehovah Boazer, we thank God.
This is good.
We give him all the glory.
Jesus.
Like it?
I love it.
Good.
Hi.
It's the good one. The big one.
Yes,
Hi.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Papa. We'll give God all the glory. Papa, quickly, yeah? Lay hands on the right.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Heavenly Father, thank you for this gift. We are grateful to you. The car will not kill the owner. He will go and come back. The tire will not burst. It will not have any accident. He's going to beget another one. In the name of Jesus Christ.
And you will buy me another one.
I came home for 2 reasons.
Yes.
One of them is showing you my new ride for you to bless, which you've done. You see, since you gave me your blessings and I left for the city, I must confess God has been very, very generous. His blessings has been endless.
Thank God. Thank God for you, my son. It's good to hear because it is the result and the effect of the prayer and the blessings I gave him before I left for the city.
Excuse me, what about me? Did I not bless you? Why are you giving him all the credit?
Huh? Were you there when I blessed him to go to the city?
I traveled.
Were you here when I gave him money?
Papa. I'm happy for
Do you know the amount I gave him to
because,
go to the city? Nah, sorry, but the money was not lost.
Exactly.
The prayer worked.
Exactly.
And he came back great.
We'll give God all the glory.
That is when the man of the house prays.
We'll give God all the glory.
Thank you, my son.
Hey, Papa, yeah, that's true. That's true. And secondly, you know, you always tell me when a man becomes successful in what he's doing, the second step should be thinking about marriage.
Yes,
you
yes,
know?
yes.
So, right now, I am successful.
Oh, yes.
And I am wealthy. I give God all the glory.
Oh, amen.
So, I am thinking about marriage, which right now I've seen the beautiful woman I want to marry.
Oh, Mego!
Oh, but I want to get married. I told
That's
you
very
why.
good to hear, my son.
Excuse me, at least I have something to say. Because I am not against you getting married. But whoever you're going to marry, let that person be very respectful. Tell her that she has to respect me and abide by all my rules and regulations in this house.
My family asked, what are the rules and regulations?
My son, when are we going to see our in-laws in their family house?
Like the point I raised is not important. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, Zayenjo.
What is that?
Mama,
Oh.
Mama, please,
You lay your rules before we go and visit the house?
Mama, please, this thing now is very, very vital to me. I mean, that's why I'm here. Tell me the things I should do and what I shouldn't do, you know.
Oh, no, we just go to the house. They will give us the list. They will tell us what to do. When they tell us what to do, then we'll carry it out.
Okay. All right. In that case, I will get ready, you know, for us to come into the class.
That's it. Even motor, this guy here tells me that everything is complete. Welcome, my daughter.
You see, I want to use this opportunity to advise you. In a family, the man is the head of the family. So, you see this your husband, he is the head of your own family. So you have to respect him. You have to listen whenever he's talking. You bring yourself down. You have to be humble. Even the Bible recognizes it. The Bible says in Ephesians chapter 5 from verse 21 to 24, wife, be submissive to your husband. And husband, love your wife. It is not my word though. The Bible is the word of God. It is there. When you get inside your room, open your Bible again to Ephesians chapter 5 from 21 to 24. And you will...
Mama, please, it's okay. Please, just keep your Ephesians, please.
Okay. My daughter, no problem. You can go and rest. Oh?
Thank you, Mama.
Yeah? Chimezi, what was that you did? Why did you have to embarrass me in the presence of your wife? In Apodala? Are you mad?
Oh, what do you mean? Why do I embarrass you? You're here quoting Bible. Do you ever practice what you preach? Eh? Do you ever practice what you preach? Wife, respect your husband. Papa here, are you respecting him? Please, oh, please. Don't come and tell me how to live with my wife.
Did you tell him that I don't respect you?
No.
Don't I respect you?
Because I don't have eyes.
You're asking me.
So, because I was trying to advise your wife, that was why you had to embarrass me like that, okay?
Mama, please keep your advice. Legal advice, and keep your advice, please.
Chinese, I remember that you have long journey to undertake tomorrow. So you better...
You're back. And your face. You don't seem to be happy. I hope everything is alright. Is there a problem?
I got an alert on my phone and it indicates that the sum of 4 million naira was withdrawn from the family joint account.
4 million naira? I don't understand.
Are you deaf? Are you deaf? I said that the sum of 4 million naira was withdrawn from the family joint account and you're telling me you don't understand.
And so, I withdrew 4 million naira from our account. And so, am I not supposed to be your wife? Or don't I have needs? I needed the money and I used it.
Then, what did you use it for? Because I can't remember discussing anything that has to be solved with the sum of 4 million naira.
You must know what I used the money for. I have my own personal needs.
That's the family joint account. I must know what you want to use it for.
What's the meaning of that?
I must know what you want to use it for.
Please, when did this one start? Excuse me, please.
Come back here. Come back here. Are you mad? Are you deaf? Are you stupid? Has something gone out of your memory? Listen, you have not less than 24 hours to bring back that money. It's very, very important to me. That money is very, very important. If I do not see that money, two things, one must happen. Idiots.
Meaning what? You won't do nothing. You can't do nothing. Are you not my husband? Or your duty is just to be sleeping with me alone? I'll not use your money. Don't try it though.
Cause your papa na him marry your mama. Because papa not gonna see me.
Alright, no problem. No problem. Thank you so much, though. I appreciate it. Oh.
Honey? What is it? Honey? Hope there's no problem.
And who was that on the phone?
Oh, my brother's best friend, Basio. He just called to congratulate me for getting married.
Are you sure?
Honey, don't you believe me again? Okay, look at the collar. Brother best friend, Basio. But if you don't believe me, you can still call him. Or better still, you can call my brother to confirm from him.
It's okay. I believe you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, let me go in and finish up with what I was doing inside. Okay?
Yeah. Is the food ready?
Honey, you're on food. It's not yet ready.
The brain is disturbing me, I beg.
No problem.
Alright, thank you.
Good wife for unite her family. Unite her family. Bad wife will scatter her family. Good wife will unite her family.
Yes, Mama. Mama, there is a problem. I withdrew 4 million naira from my husband's account, our joint account. Yes, Mama. Mama, it's based on the advice you gave to me. So I collected the 4 million naira, although I paid it into my own private account. Yes, I still have the money with me. That is where the problem lies. He's threatening fire and brimstone. He said if I do not bring the money that I'm going to leave his house, that I should choose between our marriage and 4 million naira. So I don't even know what to do, Mama. Mama, what are you saying? You mean I should leave my husband's house? Mama, what about my baby? My baby is still very tender. I think you have a promise there. Thank you very much.
Mama, unite your family. Mama, unite your family. Because
You said your name is Osita.
Yes, sir, 9.
And you come to marry my daughter.
Yes, sir, because she's a nice girl.
Thank you. Let me answer you this question straight. Because now what I perfect of one Ajoya Ibudionye. My daughter cannot marry now. She's still a small girl. So many men have come for this purpose. Not 1, not 2, not even 5. You can see, my daughter is still in school. She cannot marry now.
But I'm ready to take care of her education.
Listen, I would like you to greet your father for me.
But we have not finished.
Take it easy.
Honey? Do you still need more drink?
Okay now. Pour some more here.
No problem.
It's okay.
Let me add more.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
Okay. Do you still need more? Why now? Let me pour some.
It's okay. It's okay. Thank
Why
you.
now? Just smoke.
No,
it.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
You okay?
I'm the one smoking now, so I'm okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Let me give you more drink. Oh?
No, it's okay. This one will do.
Why now?
No, it's okay. I'm okay. I'm alright.
Take this, huh?
Thank you.
So, should I serve you food?
Yeah. I'm very, very hungry.
Right.
Yeah.
Where are you? Why did you pack your clothes and left home? Let me remind you what we'll discuss in case you've forgotten. I said that you should bring back that 4 million naira that you withdrew from the family joint account, or you go back to your parents' house. What about our son? Alright, If that's how you want it, it's okay, it's fine. But please, if you're still interested in this marriage, return back with that 4 million naira. It's very, very important to me. Okay?
You're ready to go.
Yeah.
And you're not forgetting anything?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, you know I told you I will be going to the boutique to pick some clothes. And you promised to give me the money.
Yeah. You know what? I nearly forgot. But it's okay. Right. This is 50,000 naira.
50,000 what? What do you expect me to do with 50,000 naira? Hey! Only can wait to let me ask you. Why is it that you're too stingy? Can you do a bulaka chichichichi? Aka spagri, aka gone. Eh? You find it very difficult to bring out money, even to give to your wife. I want to go for shopping and you're giving me 50,000 naira. For what? Where will I start from? Hey! Now, tell me the kind of clothes you want me to buy with this money you just gave to me. Tell me. Tell me the kind of clothes you want me to buy with 50,000 naira. Seriously, I am just disappointed. I am ashamed of you. If you don't know, go and ask. Other men, they give their wives $5,000 for shopping. Yes, it's happening. On MF. And you're here humiliating me with naira. Not even a reasonable naira. Ordinary 50,000. Do you know what? If you just want peace in this house, like if you want this house to contain the both of us, my dear, just go out there. I don't know how you will do it though. You might plug it from somewhere. You might, the thing, manna might fall from above. You might even steal. It's none of my business. But all I know is that you should just make sure that this money is complete. And you know what I will manage? Just 200,000 naira. Rubbish. Whenever you're ready, you tell me. What kind of thing is that one?
Wait. Come, please, darling, come.
Some people know
God.
Not to talk of change.
What kind of woman is this?
This kind woman, I never see them before. This kind woman, I never.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you, dear. How are you?
I'm fine.
Looking beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Let's go to the dining.
Okay.
Or should I warm the food? You know the food must have gotten cold. You know you came back very late. Just look at the time. This is after 12. So maybe I go and warm the food.
It's okay.
No problem. Then meanwhile, just go to the bathroom and take your bath while I warm the food, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Mama, are you sure my husband will come back for me?
Why not? With that baby you left for him, they will surely call you back.
So, sister, the reason you came back from your husband's house is for you to come and sit down here drinking and eating chicken with Mama. That's why you left your baby with him. You don't even care how she's faring at all.
John, what's your business? Is it your business? I'll beat you.
My name is Najaka. Eh? My friend, carry your useless body inside the house.
I will not give it to her. I will eat the bone.
I know now.
Yeah.
Hello. Some of my in-law. Hello? Thank you. How are you? See, you know, since my daughter, your wife, came back to my house with her bags, I didn't want to say anything. But now, I want you to do something for me. What exactly happened between two of you? What brought about the quarrel? Why did she come back? Yes, yeah. No, calm down. Just calm down. Yes. Take it easy. Gradual. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Hey! Hey! 4 million naira. 4 million. Hey! No wonder they are not worried. They don't even worry. They don't feel about. Oh my God. Eh? Hey. Sam, calm down. Please. Don't be offended. Just take it easy. Now tell me, how do you want to handle this issue? Yes. All right, if you say so. Good. Okay. Bye-bye. Hey, 4 million naira. This guy's not afraid. No wonder. Everyday party. Oh!
Papa, no. I don't want to hear anything. What are you talking about? If my husband wants me back home, then he should come here by himself and apologize to me. I mean, what is that? He asked me to leave his house because of ordinary 4 million naira. Now he wants me back. I am not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere. And Papa Biko, I do not want to discuss this issue again. Biko.
4 million naira. Ordinary.
Am I not worth more than that? In fact, am I not worth more than 100 million? Because of ordinary 4 million naira, a full-fledged man that is supposed to be my husband asked me to leave his house. And he wants me to come back. I am going nowhere. Papa Biko.
Nkechi, 4 million, ordinary.
I am not talking about this issue again. No. We're not discussing it again.
Samuel. Hello, Samuel. Please, I want to see you in my house now. Come to my house. Yes. Yeah. Please. Thank you. Bye. Bye. 4 million naira. My in-law. Please. Forgive my daughter. Temper justice with mercy. I know that what she did is wrong. But forgive her and take her home. Oh, please.
Yeah, I heard you. Heard all you said. Oh, I will look into that.
Thank you so much.
I will look into it. But my in-law, what about my money?
With your money? No. With your money. Is this the kind of person you are? And Samuel, you're not ashamed of yourself. No, Samifa. You mean you traveled all the way from the city to this village this night to ask for 4 million naira? Eh? Indeed, you're not ashamed of yourself. Other people's in-laws are busy building duplexes, buying them jeeps, sending them abroad. You came all the way just to collect the little one my daughter brought back. Eh? Well, if you don't want to take her back because of that money, that's your business. Let her stay here. After all, this is her father's house. Nobody is chasing her out. Nkechi, go inside the house. What is that?
Yeah. My in-law. Did you see to that?
See it again.
Did you see to that? You gave me an invitation and I traveled all the way from my place to this place. And all you could do to me is to insult me. If I refuse this invitation, you will say that I'm disrespecting you.
Please, my in-law, please, don't be too angry. Eh? You know women and their bad mouth. Please, don't take it to heart. Eh? I will talk to her. Please.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
You better talk to her.
I will.
You better talk to her. But let me tell you, advise your daughter to return back my money. That money is very, very important to me.
I know.
Very, very important. If she fails to return back my money, if she fails to return back that money, and also,
On a family,
be on my way.
Family,
I will talk to her.
Let the rain fall.
What is it?
What kind of nonsense is that? You know, now you are people. Why were you
4
making
million naira? 4 million naira.
What is 4 million? Get the car.
You know what it is?
Eh? Other in-laws buy their in-laws jeeps. Build them good houses.
Must all in-laws be the same?
He has 4 million. Oh, the very stingy. That is why every time he's coming here, he dresses like a lawyer.
Honey, please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, please.
You are sorry. What did the doctor say?
Eh? Okay. But we receive that again. Okay. The doctor said I don't have a womb as a result of complications from the abortions past years. But it's not my fault, it's my mother.
Listen
she
to
deceived me.
She deceived you?
Yes.
Listen to me. A marriage without a child is like leaving my house. I don't have anything to tell you. I don't have anything to discuss with you again because I don't talk too much. Go in there, pack your things and leave my house. You had me well.
Honey, remember you said you love me. You said you love me.
Hello.
And we are Christians. Okay, there's hope. We have hope of adopting. Okay, not only that. Remember Sister Blessing on Sunday? She said all hope was lost, but today she's carrying her twin boys.
Agatha,
please.
I hope you had me well. I don't want to use police on you. Unless you need it that way. Go in there, carry your things and leave my house.
See, it's for better for what?
For better for what? Come on.
It's for better for what? It's for better.
What is the problem between you and your wife?
Papa, I will not be living in the same house with a fellow man like me as my wife. Or dear Amanda.
What do you mean by a fellow man, if I may ask?
July and I, the fellow man, the person who that call herself Agatha. It's the fellow man I'm talking about.
Please. Please. Explain for me what you mean. I don't understand you.
Now, you've known it has been long that I married Agatha here, Miss your daughter. Ever since then, no sign of pregnancy. We have been in different places in the name of searching for fruit of womb, but no good news. Until yesterday morning that we met a different doctor that told me that Agatha here had an abortion years back and her womb was removed.
Agatha, 8 years. You heard what your husband said.
Yes.
Is it correct? Is it true?
Mama caused it. Which mama? Eh? What is your problem? Are you mad? Please don't mention my name, oh. Please.
Agatha, you have not answered my question. What your husband said, is it true that you had an abortion and lost your womb?
Yes. But Mama, that caused it too.
Martin, please. I am sorry. There is nothing I can say in this matter. You can go.
No problem now. I'll take my leave. But Mama, I'm so disappointed in you. No problem.
Had I known it's a brother to Mr. Late. This is what I have been telling you all along. We are flying like a flying carpet. As long as I am concerned, you are now a useless human being. Leave my face!
You mean you have been paying your salaries into your mother's account?
Hi, oh my God. What is wrong with that? Eh? She is my mother!
And I am your husband! Now listen, you have till this moment to go to your mother's account and withdraw all the money, not even a dime left, and come back into this house. Else, baby, you won't like my action. No wonder! Every time I ask you for financial assistance, you will say there's no money.
Wait, I don't just get the whole thing. Like, you mean I should shamelessly go to my mother's account and withdraw all the money I've been paying into her account?
Oh yes!
Why? How? How does it know my mom? She's my mother!
And I am your husband! Now listen. Listen and listen good. You go to your mother's house or anywhere I don't even, God knows where. You have to provide that money and come over to this house. Failure to do so, I don't want to see this your filthy feet in my house.
Chalu, is it that serious?
You heard me. Excuse me.
Honey, wait now. Are you this serious? Imagine, no. Just because of 1 month, what kind of I'm saying is that you should give me all the money that I've been paying into your account. Eh? What is it that you don't understand? Give me all the money now. Let me go back to my husband's house. Be cool.
Why are you shouting? If somebody hears you shout like this, the person will think you gave me money. How much is the money?
Mama, are you trying to deny me or what? Mama, I paid in 390,000 naira into your account.
What is 390,000 naira? What is 390,000 compared to what I have done for you?
Mama, you've deceived me enough. Just give me that money. Let me go back to my husband's house. Because I can't afford to stay in this household. I want to go back to my husband's house in peace. Biko, just give me the money. Can never
come and take it. Eh? If you show me the evidence that you paid 390,000 naira into my account and the receipt I gave to you, I'll give it back to you. But if not, come and take it.
Hey! I am here. My life. Mama! Ha! Mama, I'm not even this house if you don't give me that money. I'm only of all people. Hey! My age mates, they will laugh at me. Mama, I am not leaving this house without that money.
Sister, moi.
You're like this.
Sister, me. Welcome back. Come and join others.
No, they can
not come and start dragging remote with me. Please.
You must be very stupid.
Don't forget we are going to the farm tomorrow.
Get up on a child on your desk. Seriously. Okay, money is apple. Because I was trying to tell you that we have Children's Day. Today I have Children's Day.
So we are going to the farm.
When adults are talking, you're not supposed to talk. And I'm even now I have no one here. Because I will just lose it. Mama, all I'm saying is that you must give me that money. Mama, come and give me my money. Let me go back in peace.
Why are you here pestering around the compound? What's happening?
My dear, I am not happy at all. I'm in a deep thought.
You're in a deep thought?
Of course.
And what could that be?
Ever since armed robbers stole my vehicle and I fell sick and went to the hospital, since I came back, no one has come here to say, to sympathize with me or to say anything. I don't know.
Honey, whom do you want to see? When you're not in good terms with anybody, your family, the Omuna and the villagers. So, what do you expect?
My dear, to be frank with you, now I see reasons with all the things you are telling me all this while. I thought I was doing the right thing. I never knew I was fooling myself. I was killing myself. Imagine, the doctor told us that my sickness is due to my excessive smoking and alcohol. Kai.
It's okay. So what next?
Listen. I am sorry for everything. Okay? Please, forgive me for neglecting all your advices. All the things you've been telling me all this while. I'm sorry. I promise you I will never do it again. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please.
It's okay. Can you sit down, please? Who am I for you to know before me?
My dear, henceforth, whatever you say or any decision you take in this house goes. Anything you say is what I will do.
No,
I promise you.
Not all decision. You're still the head of the family, so you have the final say. Okay?
You said I'm the head of the family, right?
Yes.
So whatever decision I take stands, right?
Yes.
Now I'm telling you that anything you say in this house is what I will do.
No problem, if you see so.
Thank you. So, where do I start from?
First, we start from uniting you and the members of your family, starting from your elder brother, Dikeh. That is where we start from.
It's okay. I will do that. Thank you.
This one you came to my house. I hope all is well because I know you.
Uncle, auntie, all is well. Actually, my husband and I are here to see you people. So you can talk to them.
To be frank with you, my brother, I am deeply sorry for all the things I've been doing to you people. That's why I and my wife here came to apologize to you and auntie for the wrongs I've been doing to you. Please, forgive me. To show you how serious I am, I came with this drink here. To show how serious I am about it. Please. I'm sorry. Please, forgive me. I'm a changed person, please. Please. Accept it, please. It's from my heart. Please. So, you see, all this while, I never knew what I was doing. Thank God for my wife. My wife came into my life and everything about me changed for good. You see, I'm a changed person now, and I promise you, you're like a father to me. I promise you, I will never disregard you or disrespect you again. I'm a changed person.
Is this a dream or what?
Huh? No, Uncle. Actually, it's not a dream. You know, when I came into your family as your brother's wife, you people told me a lot of things about my husband, and I see it as a challenge. That I have a lot of work to do in my family. But I thank God that everything is over now. Uncle, auntie, please forgive him.
So at last, this family will be in peace.
Of course.
Ha! God, I thank you. I thank you so much. Jovita, my dear, thank you so much. You did a wonderful job. Yes, God bless you for you. Hey, Paul. Ah, God bless you.
If I tell you guys that I'm not short of words, I'm lying. Paul, you are the person saying all these things with your mouth.
Everything I said there is on my heart. I meant every word of it.
I'm happy and I thank God for giving you a wife like this. My wife, I thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you, Uncle. Uncle, guys, I would like to also call the woman now so as he can also apologize to them too.
As of that, I'll do that. There's nothing I will tell them they won't accept.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Auntie.
Thank you.
I told you not now.
No problem. Brother, you're welcome. Once again, you're welcome.
You're welcome, Uncle.
Thank you. Paul, brother. I came to tell you about our discussion with Umuna.
Okay.
He said I should tell you that you pay a fine. Though I paid that money.
You did?
I paid that money. You and them right now have no case again.
You mean you paid my own fine?
I have paid that money.
Wow. Uncle, thank you so much. I really appreciate.
Thank you so much. No, my wife. No. All these thanks belongs to you because you are the person that made it possible. Huh? Welcome. Umuna said that you should host them so that they will eat with you again.
No problem. In that case, no problem. But
But what?
In that case, my wife here is in the right position to take decision on that.
Oh, no, my husband. Don't even go there. You're the head of the family and you have the final decision to make.
No, my wife. Both of you are one.
Oh.
Since you said that you will give me the decision, tell me what I will hear.
No problem, Uncle. If you
ahead.
insist, my husband will do what he just said. He will not only do it, but he will do it in a very big way.
Oh, very lucrative way. Brother, no problem. We will do it.
That was what happened. Hey, sister. Please, can I get some money from you? My cream has finished, so that I can buy my cream.
It is worse with me. I don't have shish. All the money I came back with. I don't even want to talk. As I'm talking to you now, I'm looking for money to buy my undies because all of them are old. I don't have money.
What about the 4 million naira you came back with?
You should be asking Mama. Mama collected the whole 4 million naira from me. And up until now, she keeps saying the money is finished. What she did with the money, I cannot be able to explain. She squandered the money, just like that. I don't know.
So just within few months, you and Mama have squandered the whole money.
Point of correction, not I and Mama. Mama finished the money. Mama, not me.
This is unbelievable.
It's still unbelievable to me.
A whole 4 million
Who
naira.
are the idiots that ate my food? Who are those fools? Where are they? Who ate the food I kept for myself in the kitchen?
Mama, are we the people you're calling fools and idiots?
Oh, so you people actually ate my food. The food I kept in the kitchen that I will use as my dinner. So you ate it. Okay now, give me what I will eat.
But Mama, you ate just few hours ago now.
don't
Just the
understand.
small one that Nkechi and I ate since today. That's the only thing we've eaten.
Couldn't we have eaten if we were hungry? Eh?
Just shut up. Wait though. Did you just speak? Eh? Did you just talk to me? As what one? As your fellow woman? Eh? Or as an empty vessel? Or as a barren woman that you are?
Mama, stop it now, stop it!
Stop what? Is it a lie? Is this one a woman? This barren goat?
No.
Eh? Don't ever talk when real women are talking.
Mama.
Papa. By the way, you people are saying you eat Are you not old enough to take care of your mother? Why should you still be eating from my kitchen? Eh?
Mama, indeed you surprise me. What are you talking about? I came back here with 4 million naira, huge amount of money, which you collected from me. And up until now, you have not told me what you did with the money. What is all this? So where do you expect me to get money from and give to you? Where?
Shut up. What is 4 million naira? Ordinary 4 million naira. Were you supposed to have come back with just 4 million naira?
Hey.
You asked me a question, let me answer. You said you don't know where to get money to take care of me. I'll answer. If you don't know where to get it, go and prostitute.
Mama, so you opened this your mouth? Oh my God, you are not worthy to be called a mother. You opened this mouth of yours and asked me to go and prostitute just to give you money. Okay, begging on, Mama. Mama, it will never go down your throat. What kind of thing is that?
Will you shut up? Is it a new thing? Was it not what you were doing before you got married to that useless husband of yours? Eh?
Hi.
Now it has become a crime because I said you should do it to take care of your mother.
I can't take this anymore.
Eh?
I will not take it.
Mama. Me. I guess I'm married. Me.
My friend, go and get me my food, though. Go and get me my food. Where is that? Yeah, give me my food.
You have seen A bad wife is dangerous. You have seen a bad
anya mmiri ejuwo m obi m ewo akwa lili ejuwo m obi m ewo nne m gịnị ka mere gị iji wee jide m welanụ m n'iyi anya mmiri ejuwo m obi m ewo akwa lili ejuwo m obi m gịnị ka mere gị iji wee jide m welanụ m n'iyi ewo ewo ụwa m ọ bụ onye mụta nwa odufie nwa ya nne m ọma gịnị ka mere gị iji wee jide m wela ndụ m n'iyi ewo 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 nne m gịnị ka mere gị afọ mụrụ m gịnị ka mere gị gịnị ka mere gị iji nye m na ndụ anya mmiri ejuwo m obi m ewo akwa lili ejuwo m obi m ewo nne m gịnị ka mere gị iji wee jide m welanụ m n'iyi anya mmiri ejuwo m obi m ewo akwa lili ejuwo m obi m gịnị ka mere gị iji wee jide m welanụ m n'iyi ewo ewo ụwa m ọ bụ onye mụta nwa odufie nwa ya nne m ọma gịnị ka mere gị iji wee jide m wela ndụ m n'iyi ewo 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 nne m gịnị ka mere gị afọ mụrụ m gịnị ka mere gị gịnị ka mere gị iji nye m na ndụ mama mama fie nwa ya o. Nne m ọma gịnị ka m mere gị o. Iji wee jide m wela ndụ m n'iyi o. Ewo, ewo, ewo. Nne m gịnị ka m mere gị o. Afọ mụrụ m gịnị ka m mere gị o. Gịnị ka m mere gị o. Iji nye m na ndụ o. Anya mmiri ejuwo m obi m ewo. Agwa mmiri ejuwo m obi m ewo. Nne m gịnị ka m mere gị o. Iji wee jide m wela anụ m n'iyi o. Anya mmiri ejuwo m obi m ewo. Agwa mmiri ejuwo m obi m ewo.
What are you people doing here? Time to go to the farm. Pick your hoe in your market.
Oh, what do you mean by time to go to the farm? Please, 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 I've had enough. I've had enough already. If you want to go to the farm, take your hoe and knife, go to the farm and farm it by yourself. Don't involve me.
Are you mad? Look at this girl. Who are you talking to? You!
It's you. I'm talking to you. I've had enough.
Or even you?
Yes.
You're talking to me?
Yes. What will you do?
You want to know what I will do?
Exactly. What will you do?
I will do.
I'm not tolerated here.
Where are you going? I will slap you now. Where do you think you're going? What is Mama? Mama?
Get up now, get up and fight. I thought you are strong. You want to fight? Come now, come and fight.
If you marry a good wife, you
Mama,
will enjoy. If you marry
Mama, get up and fight, oh, get up and fight.
wife,
What is happening?
will suffer.
Ha, thank God I did not touch you. It was that that I pushed you, I didn't touch you. What is all this? Mama, get up now. Mama. Mama. Hey. Mama. Mama, please. No, this must be a joke now. Stay this place. Please take her to the hospital. Mama, I don't know what's going on, Mama. Please. She's not getting up. I did not touch her. I did not touch her.
You have seen a bad wife is dangerous. You have seen a bad mama is dangerous.
Papa, don't move now. What is this?
Cause she's selfish. She's a deceiver. She's wicked.
Mama.
Pretending to be good.
I beg you. Mama, don't move. Why are you like this? Why are you talking like this? Mama. Eh? Mama, no, now. Mama, you can't. Mama, you can't just die. You can't.
In this life, whatever you sow, yeah, you will reap. Mpuronya kuru kogara. Mpuronya kuru kogara. Retrace your steps, live a good life. No repentance in the grave.
What I heard, I hope it's not true.
true. But it wasn't intentional. It wasn't at all.
Mama is dead. My mother is dead.
It wasn't intentional.
My mother is dead. So you people finally killed my mother. You people finally killed my mother.
I'm sorry, please. It's nothing like that.
Yeah, hello DPO. It's true. It's true. My mother is dead. Please, when are you coming here? When are you coming to arrest this bastard? When are you coming? Of course, no one will live here. No one will leave this compound until you come. I'm waiting for you here. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm here. I'm waiting for you. Let me not commit another murder. Let me just be quiet. Ibekwe,
Ogam.
I'm still confused on your visit with your brother, our son-in-law, and my daughter. With all these things, I don't understand.
Udoka, my in-law, I came with my brothers to thank you for the daughter you gave to us as a wife. Since your daughter came into my family, she brought peace. And we are proud of her.
Thank you.
You and your wife trained her well.
Thank you.
I came with my brothers with this drink and cola nuts to say thank you for the job well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, man.
Diego.
Yeah, thank you.
No, I'm okay. No. Amarisham.
No.
Can you see?
Ogo.
None. Adam. You meet one. None. None. Ibekwe.
Ogam.
If I should say I don't know what you are talking about, I am a liar. While my daughter was passing all through those challenges, I saw it as marriage challenges. And I know that one day she will overcome it. I am happy. They're all history now. Because my daughter is not only a wife, but a good wife. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Paul, I am happy that you are happy now. Huh? Henceforth, you are going to enjoy my daughter. Huh? This is just the beginning. And God will bless us in Jesus' name.
Amen.
None.
Amen.
Lord, none.
Hey.
None.
None.
Amarisham.
I want to talk to the world. Especially the youth. As you can see, I don't know where I would end up. For my fellow youth, it pays to be good. It pays to honor your parents. I would like you to reflect on this Bible chapter. Ephesians chapter 6 from verse 1 to 3. It says, and I read, respect your parents, for it is right. Honor your father and your mother, for it is the first commandment of promise, and it shall be well with you, and that you might live and prosper. Look at me. Look at me. If I had respected my father, I wouldn't have ended up like this. My dear brothers and sisters, it is true that the Bible says we should respect our father and mother, but we should also know when we are being misled.
I allowed my mother to mislead me. And look at me today. I'm barren. No husband. And I'm being charged for murder. If I had respected my father, I wouldn't have ended up like this. Because even that same Bible recognized this fact. Just as Christ is the head of the church, so also is the father, the husband also, the head of the family. But no, I chose to follow my mother's footsteps. And look at how I ended. I don't know where I would end up. I don't know what will become our fate. But all I'm begging you is please heed to my advice. And as you meditate on all I have said, please pray for us. Pray for us. Pray for us.
Not neglect any of your parents because she need your blessing. Good wife for unite her family. Unite her family. Bad wife for scatter her family. Good wife for unite her family. Unite her family. Bad wife for scatter her family. You want scatter your family, mama. Unite her family. Mama, unite your family. Because when you see a good woman, you gonna know. When you see a bad woman, you gonna know. Good woman, her character go show. Bad woman, her character go show. She want behave like man, now so them be. She want to be a man, where go give her that. Hi. This kind thing, you get a CB. Mama, this thing where you dey do, you get a CB. Mama, remember say, good woman, unite her family. Bad wife will scatter her family. Good wife will unite her family. Unite her family. Bad wife will scatter her family. You want scatter your family, mama. Unite her family. Mama, unite your family because this world is wicked, full of evil. Some people now want repenting, not to talk of change. This kind woman, I never see them before. This kind woman, I never see them before. No remorse, no. They don't want to know. Onye wuru zakwa ya na fear yo. Bad woman, no. Bad mama, unite your family.